Are seeing what we are going to get going here. You are, I am, we are live. Hey everyone, Dave here with Affordable Door and Gate. I just want to say hello, and we are trying something new. We're going to see if we can get Papa Tony on, Evan. So I'm just here kind of getting the party started. We're going to see what kind of glitches we have, what problems we run into. So as always, when we do the lives, you guys are more than welcome to ask any random off the wall questions. We just asked it. Obviously, we kind of keep it on the subject of garage doors or service or some, trucks, vehicles, all that kind of stuff. Keep it clean for the most part, so nobody has to wipe you out, especially when we're starting kind of a little bit earlier than normal. So we never know what kind of traffic we are going to get in here. That's for sure. Cheers, by the way. Got the fire roasting. It's a little chilly still. We're warming up though. 40 degrees. It's a heat wave. Better than 15 degrees and 9 at night. I tell you what, Fahrenheit. That is for sure. So it feels kind of weird being on here. As a second night, I think, right? Second evening from doing it live. So I am more than welcome, or you're more than welcome to ask any questions. I can, we were talking about the one time, right? We were bringing it up about some of the vehicles, and I was talking about some of the vehicles for either running snow tires. I don't think any of you guys are running snow tires. You're just running all season tires on the trucks. Another thing is obviously the batteries. I don't know if anybody also, a good idea, what I try to do is I always try to make sure I take in the vehicles before the winter months. I don't know how many of the viewing area we have. I don't think we have much like Texas guys, or we have any Florida guys. So I think we get a lot of people that get the snow just like I do. Some get it worse. I think some get it better. We got unfortunately over in this area, we got the lake effect. But let me know. Like I said, let me know where you're from. We had a new guy. I think it was last night on there. And I forget it was garage door or something, I think, on there. I didn't get to ask him. I wanted to ask him a few more questions. I wanted to see where he was at and stuff. He didn't, I don't think he mentioned it. So, get something, Tony. Tony, take your time. I'm just getting the party started here. I'm just kind of priming the pump. So Papa Tony's got on there. He says, "Hey, give me a minute. I had to run over to my mechanic and get some out of the van. Be back home soon. No rush. No rush. Take your time. Take your time. Drive safe." Like I said, bring a couple tools and bring in the Surewinder. You always got to have that. Rusty's in the house. What's up, Rusty? You ready to start the week off? Rusty, what do you got going this week? What's in the pipeline? What you got anything easy? Got something hard? I know this week's going to be a little bit it's going to be a little bit hectic in the beginning. I think this week. It always seems like it happens about every time this year. I don't know what it is. Even being semi-retired, it's just the way it is, man. It is just the way it is. There's this cold snap. I'm not gonna lie, it's still even to this day is hard on me. It's just obviously for one, it's hard to the motivation, right, to get out and do the stuff or whatever you gotta do. You gotta shovel the coldness. It's harder on the vehicles. It just seems like everything takes more and more energy. You gotta bundle up. So I'm glad that we're getting a little bit of a heat wave. I'm definitely going to welcome that, but we'll see how things kind of go. It's hard to say with winter, you know what I mean? But it's weird how it seems like every year, right? It just always kind of stacks up. It always stacks up. It always is the Halloween is for me. The Halloween, then you get hunting season in there. Then you get some people that got the sickness. You got the road conditions. It seems like it always kind of piles up. And then it normally right about the first of the year, it kind of goes to like nothing. You're almost doing this. You're like, hello, anybody? It's like everybody's hungover, spent all their money. They got to recoup. Seems like in the middle of January, things will start kind of slowly for us. You get the commercial and all that. It'll start kind of ramping back up. And then you get, February starts opening up. People got that little bit of like 10, 20% hope out there that, spring is coming. They get to March. Oh, it's getting better. And March is always a weird month, right? Let's see what Rusty's got. Rusty. He says 2 10x10 tear outs. Ooh, for Mondays. Now, those tear out Rusties, first thing that comes to my mind, I go, are they wood doors? Are they metal doors? Are they sandwich doors? Are they fiberglass doors? I don't know if they made 5 or 10x10s. They probably did. You know what I mean? You ever get fiberglass doors over there, Rusty? You get those old fiberglass, aluminum frame fiberglass. If anybody gets fiberglass doors, I'd like to know what you do with them, because our scrapper guy kind of said you can throw them in the scrap hopper. I don't know. I mean, there's aluminum on them, but I feel like that's a lot of garbage, right? So I always would chop them up and put them in the dumpster. So I got two, and then Monday 9x7 opener, Tuesday and Wednesday serviced, and the rest of the week I don't remember. That's funny. I always remember, it's kind of weird. Like for me, I can remember a time, right, when I was first starting out. I remember the truck would always come and I knew exactly what was on the truck. I could tell you what radius track it was going to have, everything. And then nowadays it's even when I was at the helm, it was like the truck would back up and they're like, "Did you order 20 doors?" I'm like, "Did we?" That was a screw up, right? I mean, somebody was supposed to only order like 5 and somebody hit the numbers wrong. Nope. You see all the names. You have to unload all these. You don't even know where you're going to put them, right? You're trying to make room in the shop. That's a good thing. It's a good thing, but ooh, man, they just show up and you're like, I don't know about this one. I don't know if Rusty would know too. I don't know if they do a pretty good job labeling for the Clopes. Like I said, the Amars were horrendous, but I feel like the Clope, yeah, I guess I got the stickers that one job. They're pretty good about putting it on everything. Makes a big difference. See, one thing I really liked, and this might be something like Rusty could do, or anybody could do this. I don't have them, but Wayne Dalton would actually use color stickers on their loads. So like they'd have numbers, they were numbered and then they were colored. So they had pink and blue and purple and I mean, you name it, right? Black. I think they had red. But they had numbers on them too. Like number 6 was this. And I really, really, really like that, because what I noticed is when things get real hot and heavy, what I could do is I could scan, because I knew what came in that week or the next week. So when I was digging out parts and, torsion tubes and stuff like that, I'd be like, it's got to be like, I could find the doors. Normally the sections are pretty easy to find, but the rest of the hardware, right? The track and the torsion tube, maybe springs. So if I found the door with the customer's name on it and it had a sticker on it that was the color code, right, and the number 6, I could tell the next guy, say, look, I said, you're looking for Mrs. Jones. I said, and it's going to be purple, and it's going to be the number 6 on it. So you need to find purple and number 6 sticker color wise. And I tell you what, it's just like that whole thing, right? The crayons, us kids in our crayons. I love the colors. The colors helped out so much. Let's make sure everything's going good here. Perfect. And oh, by the way, too, I forgot to mention, right? If you're cruising through or whatever, don't forget, hit the like button. It always helps wake up the algo, brings more people in, and we love that kind of stuff. Otherwise, I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. What's Rusty got here? He says, yes. We get to see the through fiberglass. He says we save all aluminum and strip the fiberglass doors. Our old Clope 525 vinyl back. Oh, old Clope 525 vinyl back. Okay, installed 525 steel back. Then rehooked 2 jack shafts. Oh, interesting. I'm just curious, Rusty. So those are the 10x10s. They got high lift in them at all? If you're doing what is it? Says you're doing jack shafts, right? Jack shafts, man. Like what models? Probably the maximums. I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. The old fiberglass door. I don't even know where those things were made. What state those things were made out of. Letting a lot of light though, man. I tell you, they were fancy. They work nice. I really wish they come out with like a retro on it. To be honest. Says Clopay put stickers on, and we request all springs tagged. Perfect. Yeah. But it's something I never thought of. Like, it'd probably be more work than it's worth. Rusty doesn't have like, you probably don't have to. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like it's an extra step that I probably won't even do. But man, I tell you what, I really remember. Like I said, I love the Wayne Dalton part because they'd always have them all stickered. And then what they were really keen on, which I liked, is all their weather seal was packaged, right, wrapped. So it just saved on the dirt. And when you got guys touching it, throwing them in the vans, it's all packaged. It was kind of like that. I always like to say, what do I say? It's a lunch bag. It's a lunch bag you got from your mom, right? It's just, you open it up. It's got a little sweetheart note in it. She knows exactly what you wanted, made your day. Jack Shaft, the 980-022. Okay. Just installed them last month and they called back and wanted new doors. Nice. Nice. That's awesome. I wonder, is it, on the new doors, is it standard white? I'm sure you get a chance, Rusty. You'll send me a picture of it. Evan says, Evan just woke up. Evan, hopefully you got my email. You get that email. You're not late. Yeah, you're a few minutes, but you'll be all right. Like I said, this is all kind of new. Nobody was guaranteed. Let's see. We got about 9 people too. Like I said, let me know where you're at. Let me know what the weather's like, what you're doing. If you got anything, don't be afraid. Pop in here. 4 o'clock Central Time. Let's see the Rusty put on there. Yeah, I'm sure for Evan, it's probably it's dark. I'm assuming. Just the way it gets around about 4:35, it starts getting dark around this neck of the woods. I can tell you that. Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, it might take a minute because I know it's a little tricky. Supposedly, Papa Tony had to download an app, I guess, for this software of some sort. I haven't, like I said, I've played around with it a little bit. It sounds like it's a bummer that you can't read the comments. They have a little bit difficult time seeing them. But like I said, we'll play around with it a little bit. We'll see how it goes. That's about all we can do. All we can do with it. So one of the work vans, like I told you, I think it sounded like it kind of had a stroke. Half of it's dead. I think it's getting to be closer to that time. It might be time. Now I've heard Mr. Josh, I was going to get with him. He bought a, what is the Ford? What does Ford make? The Transit? I think it's a Transit van. I don't know if they make a 2,500 or 3,500, but old Scotty Kimler said something about those things are pretty good. So I kind of trust him. I think it's a certain year. I don't know if don't really want to deal with the turbos. Rusty's got, holy cow, man. Evan's boom. He's right on there. I see you, Evan. I'll bring you in just a second here. I was hoping Papa Tony was going to come in at the same time too. Let's see here. Is in mobile Al? Is that Alabama? AL? Nice. Let's bring Evan on here. We'll see if we can add him. Are you there?
Okay. Yeah, no, I had to go do last minute Christmas shopping and all of a sudden it decided to snow. So the roads just got all of a sudden slicks.
Really?
Yeah.
How much snow do you guys got there?
I can show you out the window. This has started within the last hour.
Oh, really? Oh, man. Yeah,
it was all nice and clear. And now I got to be careful again because now the roads are all slick again.
Oh, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
So what's new?
Not much. I just wanted to see if this would work because I know I don't have the subscriber count to do it myself. And we were talking about doing this a couple of weeks ago.
Nice. Yeah, we got to find a way to, I think what I can do is I can probably add your email too. Or obviously if you know too, just obviously throw it in there. How people find you.
Just Liftmaster Evan is the YouTube channel. I'm trying to do this video similar to yours now. Just my journey of trying to do this business thing.
Yeah. Why'd you end up deciding to get into the garage door stuff?
I was just like Andy there. It was just like I always had an interest with the openers, and that was the only thing I really cared about doing. Now I'm just kind of in a job where it's like if anything breaks down, I have to wait for someone else to fix it.
Yep. I gotcha.
It's like, geez, why can't we have better equipment that works?
I hear you. I hear you for sure. I'm just playing around with the system here just a little bit. But and so when did you kind of roughly start? You got kind of a date?
It was around June sometime is when I just decided, well, I'll just do this myself because,
Nice.
yeah, none of the places here. It's like I have an interest. If you can teach me, it's like, nah, we'll go with somebody else.
Oh man, that sucks. That's weird.
Yeah, and it's
That's
like
weird.
I'm in all those. I'm in a few of those Facebook groups, and it's like we'll hire you. It's like I'm in Canada.
Right, right, right. Exactly.
I think one of
Exactly.
them was A1. I think some guy from A1. It wasn't. Uh, the name slipping my mind of the guy who does all the social
Oh,
media stuff. It was one of
yeah.
someone
Yeah. I can't
else,
think of his name either. But I know who you're
Mello
talking
or
about.
something like that.
Yeah. 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 You're close.
Yeah,
The heck's his name? Now I got it's not Adam or something. I can't remember. Somebody will put it in the comments probably. So I think Papa Tony's going to be coming here shortly too. But so now, so you know what you should do? I always wish I would have done. You should get a book or something too and start like you should document like how many doors you've ever done. You
yeah,
know, I just I really wish I would have done it when I was starting out just to kind of have an idea. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like how many trees did I ever cut down in my life? You know what I mean? Just kind of how many doors did I conquer? You know, I just something I always thought, man, I wish I would have started that from the get go. Just some book or something or somewhere it wouldn't get lost.
Yeah, I can count it on one hand so far.
Right, 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 right. But you know, one day you'll be like me where it's all of a sudden, like I said, I used to know exactly what came on the truck. And nowadays, you know, this has been many years now. I mean, the truck pulls up and it's like, I have no clue what whose is what, and maybe one builder or something, you know, maybe two, but one big job. But when it comes to all the residential, it's just like I don't even know who's who.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I think so. Now, how does it look on your end? Can you read any of the comments and stuff?
Uh, I'm just in the studio yard, stream
Gotcha.
yard thing. I can see what's on screen, but
Okay.
I think I have to
Okay.
actually go on YouTube to actually see the live feed. I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm just curious. Like I said, we're kind of playing around, seeing how this all works out. It's all good. So
Yeah.
69, Cloudy, he's got Rusty's got something here too. Oh, he's asking Josie says, do you do garage doors?
Who,
Oh,
me?
he's no, is it
Oh,
Josie? Is that it?
yeah.
Josie, is it Wales? He was
Oh.
asking him,
Here,
says
I'll turn the
yes.
volume down on the phone and I'll just have the live chat here.
Justin's here. Cody, he's got Cody Johnson on here.
Yeah.
I wonder who's Cody Johnson. That's not that guy.
Hey, Rich, we'll have a proof of life of Tony soon, hopefully.
Right, right. Then he's got hey Cody. It's crazy doing this. It's new to me, so I'm kind of like looking all over the place here. He's in Florida. Sweet, we got somebody south.
Eddie's precision, so Tony might have opinions about that.
Yeah, right, right. Might throw some stickers over stuff. Yeah, precision. Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah.
Was it Josie? Josie needs to email me. I need somebody in the precision world that'll like give me the intel,
Yeah.
how they kind of I assume it's all commission of some sort, their sales base, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to know more about that. What's this say? How does one go about contacting and working in big building companies like suburban?
I don't know. I'm still figuring it out.
How does somebody? So, what do you think that question? Like, what do you think of that question? What do you think it means there, Evan? Like, what do
To
you?
go with whoever to try to figure out who's the builder of that's with all the new developments, probably.
Well, I can tell you, I know it never worked out for me. I used to go to the job site, and not to say it won't, because obviously, you know, you throw enough rocks, eventually you'll hit the side of the building or something. But most of the time, that stuff's all been already planned.
Yeah.
It's already in the works. They already know who their subs are. So you sometimes letters. I think letters get you in them. I know there's a place around here. It's called what is it called? The Builder. I think it's called the Builders Exchange, and you basically you can bid on jobs. But realistically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get in front of those builders out there. So what you're doing is you almost, not to say you should almost lose money, but sometimes you're almost trying to break even, just to get in front of them. So once they start getting a hold of you, because they see your price and because they, a lot of these guys, these companies, they have to get 3 bids. So it's easier for them to just go to the builder exchange and put out a bid, and they'll take care of it and broadcast it out there. And then if you're in there in that pile, right? So they get 3 bids and they're looking at garage door, and they got maybe their one guy they normally use, and they're like, holy crap, this guy's $10,000 cheaper. They might start entertaining you, but all that stuff starts adding up. You know what I mean? You got to do you're probably gonna have to have insurance. You're gonna have to have, all your license and stuff. And there's gonna be stuff in there they're gonna pop up. Are you bonded? It could be, the list could go on. So it just depends if you're ready to. I'd have a little chunk of change basically ready to go. So when they say, well, do you have this? No, but when you got to call your insurance company and change something or increase something, it just depends on how bad you want it.
Yeah, no, I'm only mainly paying for like the Google thing so people can actually find me, because not everyone's on Facebook.
Okay. Are you doing the thing? I think Caleb's doing something now too on Facebook. So
like I've got an official Facebook page and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I don't even know what his was. He said they sent him some kind of notice that he was going against their policy. And so he sent it to me, but then he said, I said, well, are you paying for this? He said, no, it's free. And I said, it could be a scam too. I said, they could be trying to get you to enter in, your information. I said, I would just let it ride. Because
I haven't had nothing wrong with my page.
No.
The only thing was when I was trying to do it on Marketplace, it got flagged.
Oh,
but then when I took it off the actual Marketplace, but still had it like as a listing, it was no problem, because I just had it in like a local, buy and sell page.
Okay. Yeah, there's I see people are doing in other towns. They change the lettering a lot on the, like they'll say garage door service, but it's changing the lettering.
Yeah. Tony says he's ready.
Is he? He's not on here. Tell him,
I'm just gonna grab a computer charger real quick.
Yeah, go for it. I'll keep yakking here and checking out the old comments. What's that? What's that, Rich? Rich, did you change your thing, or is this a different Rich? Holy cow. What does it say? I can't see. It's got the little icon in front of it. Does it say hello? Is it? I don't know if it's Dumbo or Dum Dum or something. I don't know. That's cool. Tony says I'm ready. Tony, where are you at? You're not in the queue, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I can't see him neither.
Yeah, he's not in the bottom of my screen unless I'm missing something here. But like I said, that's why we're testing her out. We're seeing what'll happen. Let me see if I do maybe if I do a 3-person. No, that doesn't matter so far. How do I get in? Oh,
I would assume the same way I did it.
Well, first thing, he's got to knock, and he's got to wipe his shoes off too. I ain't let him in here with his dirty boots. No. So he says, how do I get it? Email. I'll just do email. Email, and I'll do link. He should I love it. We got to give Tony a little grace. So he just went and did a service call on a Sunday. So he's kind of hustling.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my next one, because I guess the guy who was contacting me said his drywall guy didn't get his drywall done. I was like, well, don't you want me to do the pre-wire first?
Oh, man. Yeah.
It was like, no, you can just staple. It's fine.
Oh, man.
Like, that's not how I'd want to do it.
No. Hey, there's Mr. Tony. Just he's queuing up here. Let's throw him on here. Let's see how we can do this. Well, welcome, Mr. Tony. Welcome.
Can you see my TV? Oh, there it is. Yeah.
What do you got going on there?
Life for Rich.
Man, is Tony's upgrading? He's got us in the background now.
You like that?
Dang.
Top notch, man.
Heck yeah, I love it. So what's so you got done with that service call, huh?
Yeah. Did
it go pretty good?
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
So what was up with the bottom brackets just being taken off? That's craziness.
The holes, they were threaded. It looked like a bolt. A bolt come out. 3 bolts come out.
Dang.
Yeah. So
dang.
I just put the put the come along and the cable grabber is what I call it. I put it on the other side and brought the door back down to the floor on the one side.
Right.
That allowed me then to, I had to go up, put the cable back on the drum, lay it over the high side of the drum. And then what I did before I went up was put my vice grips on the cable.
Oh,
to give it weight.
Yep.
And I went up, put it over, and then just mounted bolted the bottom bracket.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It took me a little while, but
yeah, you got her. You got her.
Yeah. Yeah.
You definitely got her.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So now, what do you see this time, Tony? I know last time you were having a little bit of trouble seeing any of the comments and stuff.
Again, it's small. Let me see.
It?
Let me hit a few buttons because I'm only like half screen.
Yeah, you're kind of. I think it's because you're not horizontal or whatever. You're vertical upright, but you probably. I don't know if you can change it or not.
Yeah,
I'll see.
He just got to go like this. I think.
Dang, dude, he just got way good looking now. I mean, we're getting up close and personal.
Good looking dude. Can you still see my TV?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, man.
Isn't it?
I think it's the second time. Let me see if I can get it caught back up.
Oh, snap. I'll read Rusty's comment here. He says, you pick up the phone and call them and ask to bid on the next job. I don't know what that was referring to. I don't know where we're at on that. Oh, that's what Rusty, he was talking about probably when we were talking about that. You pick up the phone and call them, ask how to bid on the next job. Got it. So if you're trying to get in with some of those builders and stuff like that, you can even send them letters. I've sent them letters before, you know what I mean? Stuff in the mail.
People still send letters?
Yeah. Let's see here. And we got Rich on here. A lot of new builds want their doors in before floors. Yeah, what is up with that, Rich? Man, I don't know if Tony can comment on that at all. Tony, have you experienced that? Where my buddy that used to work for a really big builder, they wouldn't even have backfill in yet, and they wanted to put the garage door. I'm assuming to get the next draw from the bank.
But yeah, then wouldn't you have to go back and adjust it then if it's not level with if you just do it on the ground?
It's nuts, dude. Like what he would do is he'd obviously level the track, you know, and stuff. And then he'd put bolts in the bottom and then let it sit on the rollers.
Yeah. Well, what I do, like if it's a pole barn, if it's wood, well, it don't matter if it's red steel, whatever. I take a track bracket, the L, you know, the little like 6, 7, 2s, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I put it on the bottom. That's what I set my track on when there's no floor.
Gotcha.
Find out where the floor is going to be by looking at the man door, going off the man door usually.
Sure.
And it's all really, you know, I don't use lasers or anything. It's just to, you know, go over and measure with the tape and hope that everything's right.
Right.
And I stand back and look. Yeah, that looks good.
Right.
Yeah, I'm hoping next year I can finally actually get started with some doors because I had one guy, but then I don't know, it fell through. Yeah, it was just like I was getting a few people that were biting, then they'd ghost me randomly as I'm like asking questions like, okay, what needs to be done, this, that.
Sure. Yeah, it takes time. Yeah. You know, it really does. I mean, I feel like it probably. I mean, it was all of, you know, 5 years just to kind of start getting some traction with some stuff. And then probably in the 8 to 10 years is where I started kind of going, all right, you know, things are starting to move along kind of on their own. You got organic stuff. You got your normal customers. You got some of the builders that you like to work with. But it's tough. And then, like I said, I don't think the economy is real good right now. I think we're being,
especially up here.
Yeah, I think we're being lied to. I mean, it's not, I don't think it's even good over here. You know what I mean? They keep saying things are good, but inflation's killing everybody. Heck, I'm feeling inflation. You know what I mean? It's just like.
Well, it's even funny watching the Americans. I'll show them like, this is how much we get charged for like the basic blue Chamberlain chain drive. They're like, what the hell?
I know, it's crazy.
It's like $300.
Right. I know they whack you over there. A lot of new builds want their doors in before the floors. So yeah. So the only reason I think on that, just to touch back on that, for Rich is that, oh, he's got that. What do you got? The cutter?
Let me look right here.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that's for when you don't have a floor.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that's what those are for.
Hey, yeah.
I've seen those.
Yep.
Oh.
30, 33, 39 at Dinko.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
No floor. It says right there, no floor bracket.
I don't know what I thought those were. I thought they were maybe to level out your door or something, but not to hold the door.
Well, I thought about this one right here. Oh.
Which one?
I can't see it very well. Is it
The one 34
right there?
bucks?
This one right
that one.
Door track. Oh, yeah.
Smack the track, smack it then, and bring it back around with your hammer.
Yeah.
That'd be quick. I usually just use a hammer to do that.
Right.
I thought it'd be nice. And then where else? There was something else. Oh, this right here. Oops. I'm screwed here. There we go. I can't see it. My screen's so small. Right there, the roller.
Okay.
Them to get the rollers in and out.
Sure.
That looks pretty slick. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I know there's ways to do it with a hammer and all that, but
right.
For $60 to have a tool to do it, heck.
Right. It's nice to have options.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Buster. I love that.
There we go.
Oh, that's nice.
I like this a little better.
Yeah.
I don't have to look at my big nostrils.
Bigger.
So who was that? What company was that, Tony? That was Denko?
That was Denko this month. Yeah. If you're not with them, sign up, man.
Yeah.
Do they do like international dealings? Because from what I found, it doesn't seem like it.
Well, I don't know about that, but you do have to be a legit business.
Yeah.
As with Service Springs, as with Resource, you have to have that EIN number and all that, which is nothing to get.
Right.
Anymore, you can do everything online. Yeah, but it just seems like right now I'm not doing enough jobs to be worth going through and all the hassle trying to get all that legitimate stuff.
You want to, because you know what? As soon as people start getting to know who you are, it's going to hit you hard, and then they're going to need that so you can do the work. And if you don't have that, you're a step behind now.
Yeah.
It's nothing, Evan. I don't know what it is in Canada, but here in the States, it's nothing to get that stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't think.
Don't have cash flow to wait. So Rusty has on here. He says, yes, Rich. He says, and if you're a new guy like Evan, he says, can't hurt you because you don't have the cash flow to wait. Oh, probably on payment and stuff. Maybe a little bit. Rich has got Marvin the Magnificent. Oh, that's who it is. That's who his little icon is. Got it.
I just know our market here is like we had 3 places. One was like very brand new, and then I don't even think they lasted a full year because there just wasn't enough work for them.
Oh.
And then our red label got bought out by another company, and then it's just like the local mom and pop shop that's been here the longest so far.
Gotcha.
So that's like I'm competing with those 2 places. And I know the one does a lot more travel because I think they go out of province, out of state kind of thing.
What's around you, Evan? I'm just curious. You got like Home Depot, Lowe's.
Yeah, we got Home Depot. I think Rona is somehow with Lowe's. I think it's like the same ownership or whatever. Because I think we did have Lowe's at one point, but then I think it's now like Rona Plus now or something like that.
Huh? I never heard of that. Rona Plus.
I think it's like a Canadian brand.
Oh, huh.
Because we used to have. I still play video games. We had EB Games, but it was owned by GameStop, and now it's just GameStop now.
Interesting.
It just some different branding, I think, for Canada, I think.
Huh.
So where are you getting most of your, what do you feel like your most leads you're getting kind of right now? Is it word of mouth? Is it Google?
Mainly family or friends and Facebook mainly.
Cool. Yeah. So you're like right there, like with Caleb.
Yeah.
He's kind of in the same boat doing the same thing.
A couple of them have been from the listings that I've like the Facebook marketplace listings that I've been doing.
Yeah. They come kind of far and few, but every once in a while you get one that, you got to try because they'll bite. And do you, I can't remember, do you get next door up there?
Yeah, I just got it. It doesn't seem like a lot of people, it doesn't seem like it gets a lot of action, but there is people on it.
Gotcha. What about,
I'm the only active garage door business on it so far.
Okay. What about Craigslist? I don't know if that's still more prevalent up there, or you guys just kind of know to use it.
I don't think anyone uses it up here. We
Yeah.
kind of have like our own local version of it, kind of.
Okay. But I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Like I said, I mean, you'd be surprised. I know I got a job off at once, and he was just old school, and he's like, yeah, I found you on there. So it might never hurt just to throw something out there.
Yeah.
Just getting printed up coats or shirts or whatever.
Yeah, I got to do a better hat. The text is too small.
Yeah.
I always wear this stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm always, and gas station, someone hits you up.
Yeah. I've got a t-shirt I'm not wearing that I got made. It's all right.
That's my wife hates it. Why? Like I can get it dirty.
Yeah.
right. Exactly.
And anything I touch, I get dirty, it seems like.
That's funny. That is funny. Well, let's see here. We'll go through one of these comments here. We got the Jetsons. No, what did Rich put on here? No, the Flintstones. So he's got his little icon change that screwed me all up. Okay. Yeah, that's right. It's Martin, the Jetsons. He says, I'm 39, but remember those days.
Yeah.
Old people do, Evan. Old people. I don't know what he's saying on that one.
Yeah, we just had I think that was when we were talking about letters. I think our local postal service strike just ended, I think.
Oh, wow.
That was kind of half why I didn't order a remote. Tony was asking me about the last head swap I did. It was like, cause we just had a long postal strike and USPS wasn't sending stuff up in support. So I was like, man. Well, I'll just do a head swap.
Dang. That is crazy. Now openers are more expensive up there, is what you've been kind of telling me, right?
Yeah, I managed to get it on sale for $250 for that basic.
What is that? Isn't that $100 more, Tony?
$100 more from what Rich showed us today.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, if you go anything cheaper than that, it's garbage. It's those Skylink Masterlinks I keep bashing on. We
got to see some of those. I don't even know what those are. I don't think I've ever seen one. I have yet to
see one in action. The only one I actually seen was, my cousin, when I did that one spring job where it was on backwards, my cousin had one. I was like, no. But I needed an 8-foot extension anyway, and they didn't have any for those ones. So I drove an hour to go pick up one of those chamberlains with an 8-foot extension.
Yeah.
And then the other door needs a side mount anyway, because there's not enough ceiling space to put an 8-foot opener on. I mean, you probably could squeeze it with a 7-foot, but you got to pull out the safety bolts and all that.
Dang. Oh, let's see here. I got another one. It's from Josie. Says, "Are you guys using oil tempered springs exclusively?" Ooh, this is.
I haven't heard good things about galvanized. I heard they lose tension. They don't last as long. It's like I don't bother.
Yeah. What do you think, Tony?
They don't last as long, but I've seen them out there.
Yeah, I'm 50-50 with them. I don't try to go for them, but I can't say I don't feel like I've ever gone back. But I haven't done enough either. I don't feel like it's been, I've done 50% of galvanized and 50% of oil tempered. It's always it's more like 10 or 20%. And so, I don't know. I don't feel like I've ever gone back for, I think they seem a little more squeaky and, I don't really care for them, but I don't know. I mean, anybody can comment about it. Cause I mean, like I said, I'm open to it. I'm just kind of like, it's kind of like a pen to me, I have
yet to actually see one.
What was that?
I have yet to actually see galvanized. It's mainly oil tempered or the odd torque master.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was always told the galvanized was a weaker, but for the first garage door company I worked for, I just went back to the house and changed out their galvanized springs that just broke,
Okay.
just as long as the other.
Huh.
And I've always, I tell everybody, hey, stay away from the galvanized, or it's a weaker steel, blah, 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 blah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But not even a month ago, maybe I changed them, and that was 10 years or better.
Okay. 10 years or better. Yeah. I don't know. I know I got a lot of comments on the video for me when I was winding that spring that I didn't tap it. Some people say you got to put a 1/4 inch in there.
I've heard that can make it slip, but I just didn't do it.
Yeah. I've never got in trouble with it. I mean, I guess I get the concept of it, but
I just heard it can screw up the cone.
I used to stretch them.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't anymore.
Try to whack them like a 1/4 inch or something.
Surewinder. I'm not going to hit my Surewinder.
Ooh, good point. Good point. Didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I don't stretch them anymore. I used, sometimes I'd stretch it too far and it'd be like,
yeah,
I was a rookie. I've been back to those and been like, what the heck?
Right. I noticed when I did like one comment, they oiled the spring before they put it up, and that would have been a good one for this job because everything was beautiful drywall painted, and I sure as heck did not want to spray. I've done it before where I've taken cardboard behind it and sprayed, but it can still splatter. Yeah. So I didn't even oil these ones, and they were running good. So I just said I'm leaving them. I said it's going to be what it is.
WD.
Yep.
That won't leave a mark. I learned that in Texas.
It won't even leave any like
it'll leave overspray, and then you tell them, hey, that'll be gone tomorrow, and it's gone tomorrow. You don't even ever there.
Wow, that's good to know.
On the wall, now door, you're going to see a run if it's a dirty door.
Right.
You can't.
Right. What's this one for? This one's Rusty's got for Evan. Evan, you want to read this one out if you can see it?
We are an established business and only get half of door estimates. I drive by and check, and they never got a new door. Just wanted a price.
Yeah, I usually just give that over the phone. I try to give them a ballpark.
Yeah.
What do you want? Uninsulated, $1,800. All right.
I don't know what it is. I don't see any new uninsulated doors up here.
Oh.
You don't see a lot of insulated doors?
Not a lot of uninsulated.
Oh, uninsulated. Okay.
Even if a garage is built uninsulated, it's still an insulated door.
Huh.
Not around here. A lot of pan doors. A lot of
pan. Is that like the vinyl back?
The non-insulated.
Oh.
Yeah. Nothing in there. Just they call that pan. And then soft back or vinyl back, all that is, it's a pan door with insulation in it. It's just as weak, unless you buy an evicted door and they're like strong. No lie. No lie.
I'm hoping I can probably come down and do one with you at some point, Tony. I want to touch one.
What's that?
The Victa. I said I want to touch one of them. So I'm hoping at some point I come down and help you with one.
I've got some out in the building right now.
Nice.
I don't think we get those up here. I don't think yet. It's just mainly the big name brands.
Yeah, you can't get them up there. I can't even get them. Only Tony can get them so far.
Nah.
Unless
that's what you can try. Give me a call. Meet you halfway.
So Rich B's got a short piece of rebar works too. It must be we talking about for a winding bar.
I would assume, yeah.
Grind it down, get you out of a pinch.
Done that.
Rich, Rusty's got Rich. I use a winding bar. I don't know what Joe's got here. Joe Marty's got storage units.
The next comments are going up everywhere. They all have doors.
Oh, What's the storage unit one? Let's see here. Next one. He says storage units going up ever. Okay. They all
One
have
storage
doors.
units I've seen, they still have the what's it called, the rolling steel or whatever.
Yeah, we just call them. I think they're just storage unit doors. What is the roll? It's not rolling steel. Don't call them rolling steel. They're not rolling steel.
That style door.
Yeah, up above.
Yeah, Tony, do you ever have good luck with those, or do you ever do them?
What's that?
The storage unit doors.
Oh yeah, I put one on my shed.
Well, that doesn't count. You didn't get paid for that.
Oh, what do you mean that I pay? I charged somebody. I did one. He wanted one on his shed. You were talking about the other storage unit doors the other day on getting them cheap, and you're right, man. It's $500 to get a daggone door.
Right.
At least I went. Then I was at Menards the other day and seen them for like $298.
Yep.
I was like,
yeah.
But no, I've done a couple, on sheds. Now storage unit, me and Paige did 21 this summer.
Dang.
We did 21 of them this summer, but heck, by number 9, we were doing them in 15 minutes or less.
Yep.
Just bam it up, and she'd move on to the next one, get it going, and then we'd slam it up. We made good money on that run.
Were those 7 foot tall?
Yeah, they were 7-footers.
I tell you what, when I believe we were doing 8 foot. I don't think it was 9.
I think they were 7 by 7.
Oh, they're probably 9 by 7s is a typical.
Or 9-footer, 9 by 7.
9 by 7 is pretty common, but I'll just tell you, I'll just warn you guys that if it goes up an extra foot, it makes the job a lot harder. I'm not kidding. Like I thought I could do it with 2 people. I had to do it with 3. Because you normally you use the track to push it up. Well, they want to bend on you.
Yeah.
And so, I was in the same as Tony. I was doing them every 15, 20 minutes. Once we learned the algorithm. But for the most part, unless the customer knows us and they're doing an addition or something, we typically we can't compete. You know what I mean? They're just so much. Or like Tony said, if you get one person, I'm not even going to play that game because they're price shopping. They're going to go somewhere and be like, oh my gosh, they're $200 or $300 cheaper than what I can buy from them. So I just always tell them right away. I just go, you're better off going to Menards. I had a family member. I just said, look, I like your business, but you just go to Menards. It's cheaper.
I got a deal right now. I can get 10 of them, 10 9x7s, white, brand new, still wrapped up, for $1,200.
Wow.
I just got to go pick them up, and they're over in Antwerp, Ohio, which is not far. The guy that I put all them doors in for, he has them. I don't think he's going to build another building, so he's got all these sitting around. I'm like, that would be worth picking them up and sitting on them for a while. Go put a container on the other side, set them over there. And
maybe even onesie twosie them, sell them to just people out the door.
Heads, whatever. I mean, I do one every now and again,
Yeah.
Somebody else, not every day,
Nope.
Just every now and again. Maybe one a year, maybe 2, unless the storage unit guy calls me.
Right.
I throw in a bunch, but yeah.
Looks like this one's for you, Evan. You wanted Rusty wanted to know
I've tried over 5-6 years. They just wouldn't hire me.
Yeah.
It was like, I really want to learn this.
That's crazy, man.
There,
I mean,
every
you
time
seem really smart, and I'm surprised they don't. I mean, you seem like you got all the stuff.
Now I just walk in whenever I need parts.
Hey, they might catch on.
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. I like that. It's like, take that.
Right.
Oops.
What's Josie guy who says I've been installing a lot of the LiftMaster, the 98 022 and 32 jack shafts. Nice.
How much are those down there? Because they're almost like $1,000 up here.
Ooh.
Is that like the little black button one?
That's no. That's the new 3800 8500W one.
That has a little black button, battery backup, and it has a little green one button open.
That's the one with the smart panel still.
I got one of those. Mine was $400.
Yeah, it's like $950 here.
$428, I want to say.
And then the Chamberlain version's like regular $800.
Jeez. They're like what? $5.90, $5.99 or something, $4.99, I think, aren't they, Dave?
They're not as much as that. I know that.
They're on sale for $5.99 right now.
Seems like everything's double.
Yeah. Holy cow. You know what I'd do, Evan? There's many spots you can cross over at night and nobody'd know. I'd bring a trailer and I'd load that thing up. I would.
Bismarck's only like 4 hours.
No lie. That's what I would do.
For that.
I think I got guys, black suits that have showed up to my house. We talked about jumping borders, and so they want to talk to me.
I'm assuming going down to Mexico, not coming up here.
Hang on a sec. I got to shut the door. My wife.
Yeah, go for it. It's all good. Josie says, what do you charge? He's asking Josie, and that Rusty was. Galvanized springs are cheaper. I didn't really know that. I figured they're basically the same or a little bit more because galvanized, that's a premium. They won't rust. Josie's got, we used to shoot, shoot pin doors or springs? I'm sorry, with green powder coat with 5,000 cycle, 50,000. I'm sorry.
So the precision springs?
I don't know.
That's the only ones I can think of that are green.
Yeah, precision's all green typically. And I assume they do upcycle on it because they typically, I think with precision, right, they always guarantee it for life,
Oh, do they?
I think so. I think that's kind of the gimmick.
I'm curious how that works with their doors. Do they just open it up and get rid of the springs that are in the box? Or
yeah, well, I don't know. They probably order it. They're probably exclusive. I mean, maybe
probably I'd have to
Josie could explain, like maybe what kind of vendor they're using. I don't know if Precision just all has their own semi trucks and stuff that come with their own makes and models. Tony, you know anything about that at all? Like with Precision, do they just
that I don't know. I know they have their own stuff, but I believe they'll have. Here's what and this is all from customers,
right? Right.
Get it? I only get my information from somebody that's called them.
Yep.
And we talk in the garage. They do have black ones. They do have black springs. If you call them and you're, got a little bit of knowledge onto price check, they'll sell you the black springs. But get in the garage, then they put their sales tactic on. On the rollers and when they do a spring job, or they do, let's just say I don't know what they're called, but let's just say the premium package.
Right.
The $1,500. Okay. $1,500. One of my customers paid. He got 2 new springs, the green ones. He got the drums that, not the 400, but the wider ones are still the 4 inch, but they're wider. They put those on.
Okay.
Then they put the nice green ball bearing rollers in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they changed the cables. That's $1,500.
Wow.
That ain't $1,500 worth of parts.
No.
I know.
Did you say the rollers are green?
They're green. Yeah.
Yeah, I got blue ones on my door or my parents' door.
Both of them. I've got videos where, I comment, oh, they got the pretty green rollers.
I mean, I've seen green springs, but not green rollers.
Oh, yeah, they got green rollers. The stems are normal.
Yeah.
Right.
The nylon part is green. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I put blue nylons on my parents' door because we had steel ones that were just too loud.
Huh. Where'd you get the blue ones? Just from your
Amazon.
Huh. Amazon, man. Everything's Amazon.
Yeah, I think you can get red ones too, I think, and then like the normal black and white ones.
But could you get green? Ooh.
I didn't see that as an option, but I didn't really look too far.
Right.
I can get Purple Springs at Serve Spring.
Can you get purple rollers, Tony?
I don't know. I'd have to check. I bet you can. Hey, for this, you can
Right.
get it. Right, Mama Kitty?
Let's see here. Rusty's guy says always touch the springs because if you don't, the spring pops when the opener lifts it. And maybe, I mean, I oil it and that normally takes care of it. I mean, maybe down the road. Rich B's got always processes makes some brittle oil temper hardness the steel. Yeah, I mean, I always kind of heard, the oil tempered is better, but kind of I'm right there with kind of Tony. Maybe it shaves off a year or 2 or 3. I don't know, but
I find it's just tried and true. Just use the oil tempered ones.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things. It was kind of why I liked the Torque Master for a while, because if somebody doesn't do maintenance and it's in like I don't know how you explain it, but there's like pigeon crap everywhere. It's like one of those garages that nobody maintains, like a goat barn or something. It's like, hey, go to this Torque Master, because then you ain't got to worry about, the weather, and, they're not putting perimeter seal on it or something. Maybe that's where the galvanized could shine a little bit too, but see, Rusty's got, I don't give ballparks. I go to the job and give exact price. Best way to lose money is to guess on prices. Yes.
Well, you can give a ballpark from a picture. They got to understand that, oh, I didn't see this or I didn't see that in the picture.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
I think it just depends on the person and what your time is. I mean, I personally look at it, how much do you value your time? That's how I look at it, because my time is very limited, so I look at it, I have to give them a perimeter. I'm doing a pre-qualifying, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you it's $1,000 to $1,500. And when I hear them go thud on the floor, I go, hello? Oh, okay, on to the next, you know what I mean? Because I've gone to some people and they're like, oh, I thought it was gonna be like $200. And I'm like, no. I'm like, it's not going to be $200. You know what I mean?
It's not 2007.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, tell you, thank you, by the way.
Oh yeah. She up your price a little bit.
Yeah, I liked her. I liked how she explained it, everything. Dave, she didn't have to tell me this is Dave's wife. I already knew.
I even asked her. I asked her too. I was like, did you say? She's like, you don't think they wouldn't notice the way the typing is? And I said, probably.
You have to say that.
Yeah. Oh, it's all good. Let's see here. Rusty's got Dave, Tony, Tanner. Is Tanner here? Or is he talking Evan? I don't think Tanner's in here. And I would love all you guys to want to be hired and want to work. Did I read that right, Evan?
I'm having a stroke reading that too.
What does it say? It says
Dave, Tony, Tanner.
I would all love you guys to want to be hired and want to work. Oh, I think he's saying he would love to be able to hire us.
Man.
You know what? I put out a thing to hire somebody to replace Paige. Yeah. And, it was just real simple. I wanted somebody that wasn't afraid to work, that was honest, that, blah, blah, blah. Just, how many replies I got?
No way.
0.
Wow.
0.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I was hoping, man. I was hoping I had a fake account. I was going to mess with you hardcore.
0. I was like, damn, gone.
Yeah. I just went to my buddy. He was like, hey, do you want to make some extra money if I ever get a call for doors? He's like, sure. What the heck? He does construction, has kids, could use some extra money. I was like, okay.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But yeah, I haven't had any biters to actually use them yet.
I see people in it like culverts and stuff that look like they would be a good door hanger.
Yeah.
They'll be there forever.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's good. I always tell some of the guys, on the YouTube and like Cap and stuff like that, I tell them sometimes, you might want to keep your eyes out in some of those lumberyard stores and stuff like that. Cause you just, the good thing is they've already been kind of pre-qualified, right? They've already had to go through the background and all that kind of stuff. And, they might be happy, but that's why I was always just going to get business cards too made of probably just my name and like a phone number just to contact me. And just here, keep this, but also doesn't kind of incriminate them if they set it down or something. It's just, you got my number. If something changes in a week or two or a month or a year, hey, reach out to me, text me, call me, whatever,
That's kind of what I got set up right now on my cards. It's just directly to me personally. It just says Evan, technician, phone number.
I wish I should have got one of Caleb's. He just got a couple real simple, cards made. Oh, snap. He's going to pull it out.
Yeah, it's just like that. I did just grab a basic
nice
stock photo.
Heck yeah. That's nice.
Snapshot of it. I can't see it now, but I can blow it up.
I think I sent you a picture of it.
Did you?
Facebook, I think. But yeah, it's just that.
Nice. So if you're in the States, make sure you call that number and he'll be down. He said same day service. So
yeah, anywhere in the lower 48, I believe.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Rich has got time to start smuggling things to Evan. Yep.
I want to smuggle anything from Canada. It sounds like it's way too high priced.
Yeah, no kidding.
Push it all. You really want your ketchup chips.
Right. There you go. Yeah, those ketchup chips. I remember those.
Or bottles of iced tea. I don't know. I couldn't find anyone the one time I was there.
Rich has got, he says, I'll meet you at the border. Rich is, man, he's already trying to think of a business plan and everything. He's gonna make all kinds of money off you, Evan. Rich says, Rich B, he's got, are the Precisions powder coated?
Yeah, I believe it's a powder coat. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if Precision, I'd really, Josie, like I said, I see you're still in here. Hook me up, man. Email me. It's in the description. Papa Tony's in there too. I didn't put Evans. I'll try to put it in on the next one or this one if I get to alter it. But I don't know, I don't know why they quite do that. I don't know if that's kind of the upsell, kind of like it makes you feel all warm and fuzzy, or I always thought it was something that when those springs do break over the time, they go, well, I got a lifetime warranty. The Precision company could say, well, can you take a picture? And they could actually see that. They go, oh, that is one of our green springs. Wow, this customer lived in their house for must have been 50 years or whatever. So they're going to, like, we do got a warranty. It's going to be a warranty job.
Do you guys get like the powder coated tracks down there often?
It's just black, but not very often.
Yeah, I seen that work. We got a bunch of new overhead doors, and yeah, they got powder coated tracks. I'm like, this is the weirdest looking thing ever. And even the hinges were powder coated too. Black.
Yeah,
you can get powder coated hinges, track, it all. The whole.
Yep.
Yeah, that was just on the normal overhead doors because we have these weird vertical ones that are like where it's like the opener's mounted vertically, like going up towards the spring kind of. It's like the weirdest thing ever.
Oh, I know what you're saying. It's got like a trolley and everything.
It's like a trolley and it's going up the wall.
Yeah. That is weird. What is it Josie got here? It says look up was it shot pony? Is it pony process? Or maybe he's got something. Oh, peen process. I don't know. He's got something. Look up the shot peen process. I don't know what that is.
Probably for making springs. I don't
Will it?
I don't know, from the humidity, I guess.
Not if you oil them.
I don't really maintenance my door. I wonder if
I know. Isn't it weird how you don't maintenance your own garage door?
Well,
I'm guilty.
I don't get paid for it.
Yeah.
Right.
I wonder.
I was seeing the other day, Sommer had this thing you could put on their openers. It's like a humidity sensor that'll crack the garage so it's not humid in there.
Oh, sure.
It'll open itself up if it's too humid.
Sure.
Nice. I need that on my Florida house.
There you go. There you go. I don't know if this one Josie's got. It says I do a lot of force spring setups if the IPPT is over 100. Oh, okay. So he's doing something kind of crazy, probably like Papa Tony, making it work, baby.
Hey, you gotta make it happen.
Right. That's right. Would they?
Ain't gonna hurt.
What does this say? Rich has got something on here. He says, would they get rusty wages?
He said he'd pay us $50 an hour.
Dang. Heck yeah.
There you go, Evan.
Right. All right. Dang. Man.
Move this state.
I keep trying to convince the girlfriend to move to this state. She's like, no, I just finished college.
Oh man. I tell you, I knew somebody up there that was doing what do they do? Pest control stuff. And they moved over by the shop. And he was from the States, went up there, lived up there for a while, and they both moved back. I don't quite know what she did, but they were married, and so a little younger than me.
She's a nurse, and apparently it's a headache to try and come over to the States,
oh, no.
even though we're both first world countries.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Just come on over.
I want to. I'm tired of this play hell.
Hey, Eric's here. Got the freeze. Was that Molson beer? Is that Canada thing or something?
I think so. Yeah. I don't know.
I got the ketchup chips are the best thing to come from Canada. Oh,
They're not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, baby.
I find our beer is better too. When I was down there, I don't know, it tasted off. Even a
Really?
Bud Light, even down there, tasted different than a Bud Light up here.
Huh. It's probably got more chemicals or something in it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Seed oils.
Right. Rich, I pay myself $35 an hour, take the rest, owner's draw. Ah, yes. Gulf Coast salt air is the reason we use powder coated. Oh. It's kind of like that whole thing with vehicles, right? When you buy them real far south, you got to watch it. You know, they rust from the top down, and up here by Tony's and me and all that, probably even Evan, you know, they rust from the bottom up, you know.
Mine's starting to rust inside, weirdly. I was washing the car, I opened the door, and there's a bunch of rust inside the door frame.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so I guess that's what happens when you buy a vehicle at 18. You don't treat it good.
Yeah, it happens, you know. So, I mean, since we got you here too, Evan, we're kind of catching up a little bit here on the comments, at least too. Do you got any questions? I mean, since we kind of got you on, you're kind of starting. And so, I was kind
of curious about when Tony was doing the stream about the springs. How do you convert, or how do you get the measurements for a springs if you find that your springs are too heavy? Because I got to fix the springs on my parents' door because they're too heavy.
So the door's too heavy. It feels heavy.
The springs, like when you lift the door manually, it wants to fly open.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I got too big of springs on.
It's not balanced. So either you got to take tension off.
I've tried that and I can't seem to get it right. It's like I take tension off, then it's too heavy to lift, and then if I even just try and go it back once, it wants to fly open again.
Are you doing it a quarter at a time, or?
Yeah.
I'd say it's the wrong springs. And the way to do that is get you a scale.
Yeah, I've got one. I think it's about, when I tried to measure, it's about 250, but then how do I figure out the actual spring sizes?
Okay. Well, you're a 7-foot door, correct?
Yeah, 7 foot, 16 by 7, Wayne Dalton, not the Torque Master. It's the normal steel back square panel.
Well, all it matters, what are your drum size? The normal 4-inch?
Yeah, I believe so. Okay. I tried using the service spring calculator, but it was like I couldn't figure out the drum options they had there.
Yeah. Well, if it's just your standard 400, I believe they are, something 400. I don't know.
I'll pull it up.
Let me look. I don't have my Bible here, but the springs got it. No, they don't. But what you do, it's just a 0.2885 times the weight of door. Then you divide that by 2 if there's 2 springs.
Okay.
And, it's usually, depending on weight, about 32, 32 per side, 30, standard insulated door. Is it 2-inch thick?
For like the panel size.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to look because there's no labels on it that I can find for like
Or
part
just take a
numbers or
tape
whatever.
measure, see what the thickness is on it.
Yeah.
What have you ever unwound the spring and seen what spring they do have on there?
I never did it when we had the original springs, so only with the ones that were put on.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. But yeah, I would say it's wrong, and it's just I can take a picture. I have a book that has all the different heights of door.
Yeah, because I was watching that stream, but then it's like it never went on your channel when I went to go rewatch it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send you that. And what really matters when you're doing that is your drum size. If it changes drum size, then the numbers are going to change. And height. I mean, it will change. It will change in height too. 8 foot is not. It's not 2885 anymore. I'd have to look what those numbers are, but pretty simple.
Yeah, because I wish I didn't throw, because I had the original spring lying around, and then when I went and did the spring job for my neighbor, because I took that exact spring when I went to go get the springs for them, and then I chucked it in the garbage after because I didn't need it anymore.
Yeah. Well, when you weigh the door, take the tension all the way off, even take the arm off the door.
Yeah.
And then teeter it and, wiggle it around and see what your highest weight is.
Okay.
And
Because
then
I think I just backwind it and just took the tension off the cables. I don't think I did all that.
I would I would drop them, just totally get it all off there, and even take, back your top brackets off a little bit, loosen that so it isn't laying on the track. If they're laying on the track and giving you a false reading too.
Yeah.
That there's something, or those people just guessed and threw something on there,
Well, what they originally did was, because I wasn't doing it yet, and it was winter time, and I didn't feel like doing it. It was freezing. We called the company. They did the not the blocks, the other way to patch it, and then they came back like a week later with what was supposed to be the correct springs, but it wasn't.
It don't sound like it. If it's rocking it up, if it's hot, it's no. Unless, I would think they'd be wrong.
That's what I've been thinking, because I've been trying to see if maybe they just wound it up too much, but I can't seem to get it proper.
Yeah, if you've already messed with it and took in a little bit, I would say it's totally the wrong spring. Just weigh the door, times 0.2885, and then if you do springs up there, just divide that in two, and that's your IPPT.
Okay.
And I don't know where you get your springs from, but they should have.
I was gonna try this website because I don't feel like paying $200 per spring.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then I can, at least if I start doing it for other people, I can mark them up and not be completely R-worded.
Can't you get them from Amazon, Evan?
Yeah, but it's like limited sizes.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have all these winding bars I have nothing to do with.
Yeah. Right. No kidding. Scrap them, I guess. Do you also have the Service Spring app?
I have it, the calculator, but from what I can find, I don't know if they do the shipping up here, and then that's extra too.
But they do.
Right, but I just figured it might help you because it has so many different options in there. I use it all the time, and I just showed Caleb how to use it. You should be able to type in the weight on that calculator, and it should calculate. It'll ask you maybe drum size and radius and stuff like that.
Well, because when I look for drum sizes, will that focus?
It's hard on the
It's all that. It was like, I don't know what any of this means.
So I go to Amazon. I found them I just Google it. Or like if you get yourself a book, like you probably got these standard 4-inch ones. And these ones are calling on here anyways, a D400-96. Now I thought they're called other things too, but
that's D496. Yep.
Right.
That 4 is 4-inch.
Oh, right. But I thought they were called Echoes or something like that when I looked it up online. I Googled it.
There are a couple different kinds.
Oh, okay.
You can't.
496.
There's like,
yep, D400-96.
Okay, because I was trying to type it in here on Service Spring and it's not showing me nothing.
Huh, crazy. I mean, it might
It's
be a
all those
different.
other labels, and I have no idea what any of them mean.
I know the spring screw or the drum screw me up too.
yeah. What I did, and because I don't know, sizes from this or that. I just look it up in a Service Spring magazine, like if I'm ordering something.
Mm-hmm.
Like a cone. Matter of fact, a cone. I was like, what was that size? Was it this or that? And I just looked at the cone, and then I knew it was 2 5/8.
Right.
It just helped me. I call that my Bible. That's my garage door Bible.
Yep. And so like this one, see, this one's not going to focus probably either. It might, but this is on Amazon. And I just typed in residential garage door drum is what I typed in it, and it showed up on Amazon right away. So I clicked Amazon. I went down, I scrolled a little bit. And when I scroll down, it shows me that it says the APCO, APCO. It says 400-8. It does also have a DNS 4X-8. I've never heard of that one, but it's giving me different models. But so I know the APCO one's in there.
Yeah, I see some app goes in here.
So that's probably what you have. But that's just an easy way to cheat,
Yep.
just to find out what you need online or whatever. And then, put your weight and stuff in there. Cause what's funny, maybe Evan, if you ever come across it, let me know. I don't know for sure, but Caleb was ordering a spring and I guess his card was entered in wrong. So I don't know. I told him, I said, well, I can't really bash you for it, but they sent him the wrong springs, supposedly. And so I said, maybe because you entered the card, when you resubmitted it, you forgot to re-click the right one. But because he had a Mayday, he called me and he's like, I was supposed to do this weekend. And he's like, they're coming in Friday. And he's like, I got 243 and I need 225. And I'm like, yeah, that ain't going to work. I was like, so he's like, can you help me out? So I did. That's a grizzly bear back there.
Yeah. Did you see it?
Yeah, man. Sasquatch.
Yeah. Mama, what are you doing?
You got a mama kitty too?
That's Mama Kitty.
Nice.
She was wild.
Let's see what Eric's got something here in here. He says, only seen the white powder coated tracks and hinges. Okay, there is a dairy in our town and all of the doors got powder coated tracks. Nice. All I've seen is black. I've seen black powder coated. That's all I've ever seen. But I'm sure they do it all different kinds of colors. What's the Rich got here? He's got alcohol content.
I think when we were talking about beer, I think.
Probably. What's Rich got here? He says, weigh the door and call Service Spring. Can't do that if you probably don't have. I don't know if they ask you for an account unless you order.
From what I've looked at, they're like, they want all that business info. It's like, it's not worth me getting it right now because it's not. I haven't even done like 10 jobs yet.
Right.
Yeah. You'll need to be a true business with Service Spring.
Yeah. So it's like right now it's not. I'm not profiting enough to really do all that yet.
Right. What's pair of 234 by 27? So what's he's thinking? I'm thinking for your door. I'm assuming he's guessing. I just checked on my Service Spring app, 16 by 7, 250 pounds, 15-inch radius. Yep, the D400-96. Oh, so there you go. Maybe 234 by 27.
Yeah, no, there's really like no stickers on my door. The only way I knew it was a Wayne Dalton, it just had like a yellow sticker on one of the panels, but then that fell off.
What you got, Tony?
I said, what was that IPT? Whoever was saying that spring size.
Ooh, I think Evan just said that. Probably must have mentioned. You must have mentioned the weight, Evan.
I think I said 250. It was when I did it.
Gotcha.
Give me a minute. I'll let you know.
Oh snap! Watch out.
I'm going to look.
Evan, get my email from Dave. message me for questions. Yeah, Rusty's got some good stuff. Josie's got, he says, weigh the door. Never go off the spring. It's on the door. Use a Service Spring app to get the IPPT for correct spring, or what is that?
Or springs, I think is what he meant.
Yeah.
I knew not to go off of the springs that are on there because that's not.
Something's not right. Yeah. I'm kind of with you. I do the same thing. I normally just backwind it and have somebody,
Jiggle
and
it.
it'll get you close.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until because then you can tell, you go, wow, something's way off. I normally just dump it.
Yeah, I know when I first dropped it, before I backwind it was saying like 100 something like that. No.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
backwinded. Yeah, that's where I got the 250 from.
Those things are tricky, man. That's why it's like so important that if you know the door worked good from the get-go,
Yeah.
and you can get the same exact springs, because I tell you what, it just throws everything off when you get somebody, and I've done it. You know what I mean? I put springs on that weren't quite right, but it had an opener and it just powered through it. Was it right? No, but it just got me, so I didn't have to come back.
Yeah.
And but
But
now
it's not my door either, so it's like it's not my. Maybe I won't fix it because my parents are like, "Well, it's not broken. It goes up and down."
yeah, right. But like
But if it's
Tony
my
says,
door, yeah, I'll fix it.
right. And like Tony says too, it'll chew up the opener eventually. Which it does put a lot of.
I
strain.
noticed it is a bit louder. It was like, well, I tried to tell you.
Right, exactly. What's Rich got here? How many struts are on it? Ooh,
just the top strut.
Oh. And then so you might want to put a middle strut eventually and wait with a middle strut too, because
Even I was thinking maybe just add like 3 more struts. Maybe.
yeah, I mean then the springs. Well, you might be, depending on the weight, you might help you out actually. It's hard to say. I just know 16 by 7s always to me is a minimum of 2 struts, one for the opener, one in the middle for that sag. Because have you come across any doors yet that done that sag to you where they belly and you'll notice the door, it won't want to go through the radius?
Not yet, I don't
No?
think. That one job where I had to flip the spring around, I noticed I still got to go back and fix it. If I ever do put a side mount on it, it's rubbing against the wall.
Okay. Well, what'll happen is the door will sag over time, kind of like I always explain it like a coat hanger. A metal coat hanger. You keep bending it, it breaks. Well, the door will get a rip in it sometimes, and you'll go to put the door down. And you're like, why is this thing so tough? Well, it's because it's like a V trying to go through that radius, and it'll kind of gallop. You'll watch the section lift up and then go finally.
Well, I'll notice the top section kind of jumps when it's going down. It kind of bounces, but in the wintertime when it seems to be quieter in the wintertime.
Oh, okay.
From
That's just something that always messed me up. You know what I mean? So something to always remember. If you ever come across it, obviously, ask one of us. We'll tell you what's going on. What you got? You got something there, Tony?
I come up with 2, 3, 4 inch and 3/4 by 30. That's 36 by 30.
Yeah. So Rusty's probably right on. He's probably pretty close.
Yeah.
What if you go to 2 inch? Can we go to 2 inch?
2 inch. Now that right there that'll give you 10,000 cycles up to what is it, 8.1 turns. So you're going to be totally good with that. That's like a long, get you a lot longer life. Let me see. That's a good question. Let's see what 2 inch brings me.
We don't mess with that inch and 3/4 crap anymore, Tony.
Yeah.
That's old.
What?
That's old. That's old school. We don't mess with inch and 3/4 anymore.
If you want your door to run good, I would. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm just playing.
Oh man, I love it. I'm going to read Kevin's. Kevin's in the house here. Let's see. It says drum size manufacturer should be stamped on the drum. That's what you are selecting in the app. Oh yeah, so that's true. Sometimes you can find them. Sometimes you can't. It's like depends on if it was made in China, made in Taiwan. Some of them
edge right on the rim.
Yeah. Evan, this one's for you. The standard drums the Clopay uses Cinemax TF D400-96. Okay.
243 2 inch 36 or 32.
Oh.
243 2 inch 32 inch long.
You sure?
That'll give you 36.6. That's the closest I can get in 36. Otherwise, drop to a 33 inch long and a 2 inch 243. And that's the 8 up to an 8 foot tall. Let me see here before it dies off. Let me see.
Before it dies off.
Well, see this chart?
Oh yeah. That's craziness.
It sits there and tells you.
Right.
I'm going the wrong way. I can't see this. Right there's your 10,000. It'll show you that's your height of your door.
Right.
And then so this is like a Bible right here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This
Yep.
is the loveliest thing. I might have one I can send you, Evan.
Springs expand into Canada. There you go. Eric's got it. He says Service Spring needs to expand into Canada. But one of the reasons why I try to only mess with openers is because all springs and shit is confusing. Oh, yes.
No.
I think it's gotten a lot better, honestly. I got a book, and I'm sure the book is right up there. You can get it from Service Spring. It's right up there with Tony's, what he's got. And then also the app gives you like almost 3 different ways to look at it. You know, you can either type in IPPTs, you can do weight of the door, you can it gives you a lot of options, you know. So it's not bad once you understand. It's really not that bad. You just got to remember, you know, you got to get you want a radius, whatever it asks you, you got to enter that in. The drums, I honestly, even as a seasoned vet, the drums really screw me up. But the way I found a way to cheat that is just type it into Google. You'll see the picture of it. And then they'll probably give you dimensions and stuff like that too. And then you just got to find the verbiage for it to enter it in for Service Spring.
Yeah, that was the issue I was having, is like not knowing the verbiage of how to use it.
Yeah, when they go to the drums, I'm always like, holy, which one? I mean, there's just, and it's like, I'm sure and it's a small app phone, you know, whatever. So you can't really have pictures, but I mean, it's like, I mean, I don't even know what the language is. And it seems like even like with those 4-inch, kind of like what Tony's saying, it kind of sounds like maybe Rusty's saying, you know, they all call it that, you know, everybody has a different number for it too. You know, there's a little, so you just got to find one that fits. Kevin's got last number is usually max height, either in feet, inches. High lift drum will be max amount of high lift drum can handle. That's good to know. That's good to know. What's this one got? What's Josie got? Do any of you sell, is it the linear? I'm assuming that's going to be linear.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah. Yeah. You mess with the linear openers there, Tony?
No, I mean, I'll do some repair to them, but I don't sell them or anything.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody here. I don't really hear too many people talk about the linear.
I haven't seen any here, but I see there's a place an hour away from here that has their own branded linear openers. Like they have their company name on the case of it.
Oh,
but none in Brandon here. No.
Gotcha. Yeah. Who was the one, Tony, that me and you and Rich were going around about? Which one was that again? That opener?
Just trying to think of that.
I know, because I was thinking, did we determine? Because I think I said it was what did I say? It was a genie or something, and then Rich might
off of the top or the bolt holes or whatever. I think.
Yeah.
I think you were saying extreme.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And I said, so I thought Guardian. I figured it was a Guardian.
Yeah, Guardian. Yeah. And then Rich was saying maybe more of the genie. And it ended up being linear, but God, what was that?
I know. I can't think of what
I'm using my phone, so I can't look it up.
maybe Rich can he can put it in the comments so we know what it was again, because
I don't my text, so
because it threw us who it was for an opener. Yeah. So it's probably kind of like the same thing you're saying, Evan. You know, it's they're putting their name on it, but it's actually linear.
That's exactly it. I just can't.
Yeah, and Chamberlain had like a whole bunch of different ones. It's like, how many do they have? I don't know.
Oh man,
I was seeing ones on Facebook. Like they had this one called Shopmaster. I think it was like a Liftmaster rebranding. I was like, I've never heard of that one before.
Yeah, they got a ton. Do it centers. Have you ever seen that? Or Ace Hardware?
Yeah,
I've heard of them. That's an American thing, I think.
A lot of the companies, you know, were able to put their own label on it, but it was usually a Chamberlain.
Yeah,
right.
Around here, what I see, and it's all shape. There, you can tell by shape. Look at that's Chamberlain,
right? Right.
know.
Exactly.
Hey,
Yep, exactly. No, I dealt with the Laniers for a while. We had a rep. We lost our rep, so we kind of fell off of them, and they were our low budget opener. You know, they worked, but they weren't nothing special. They
Well,
changed
you
their
were running
keypad.
3 at one point, weren't you?
What was that?
You were running 3 different brands of openers at one
Yeah,
point.
we pretty much kind of had it was like Lanier, Genie, and then we had Liftmaster was kind of the Cadillac.
that's right.
Lanier, what's Eric got here? I've noticed with hot springs and AC motor Liftmaster tend to make a big of a grindy noise when going down. With the hot spring. Yeah, they'll make some chatter. You know what I mean? They're torquing on that chain.
Mm-hmm.
I seen a video, I think Andy, is that his name? Brazilian hot dog, that they're not putting enough grease in the AC motors now on the gears.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just posted a video come up over my phone.
Yeah, I think that was last night. I think I just saw it after last night's stream ended that he posted that.
And what are they doing though? They're not putting grease or something. You said?
They're not putting in. They're cheaping out on the grease on the gears.
Oh,
yeah, I did see that. I watched that one.
No way. No way.
He didn't show it. He said he took it apart and that he noticed that.
What? I don't doubt it, but man, I mean, I think we were just having a conversation where, you know, if you don't put no grease on those things, man, they'll chew up real fast, real fast.
Yeah, if you do a gear swap and you don't grease it, you're back where you started.
Oh man, it'll chew it up pretty fast. Let's see here. This one's got Rusty says, check the book again, Tony. The app. Don't lie. Pair of 234 27 by 2-inch. Yeah, I think what threw me with Tony's is that normally the spring will shrink in the 2-inch to have more power. And I think Tony, you went a little bit bigger. Was the only thing that was throwing me. Because that's how I always think of it. I go, okay, 1 3/4 has more power, and then you got to shrink the spring in a 2-inch because that's a bigger diameter.
36.1, correct?
I don't know on the 36 because he's got 234 27 by 2-inch is what Rusty's saying.
What's Rusty saying again? Say that again. Sorry.
Rusty's got 234 27 by 2-inch. And I think you said something like 32 or 36 for a length, I thought.
That's 35.8 on the
Evan's gonna have all kinds of notes to take down on this. And then Rusty's got on here.
Come back and start writing notes.
Yeah, he's got 13. So Rusty's got 13,000 cycles, 13,129.
Kevin says Tony had bigger wire size.
Oh. Gotcha.
That's a bit further down, I think.
Yep, I see it. I like Richie's guy. He said, I think it was junk is what that opener was. I can't remember what the name was. He'll have to look back. What's there, guys? Sounds interesting to me. If you got was a picture of an opener, Dave, send it to me. I can identify that. Nice. Definitely for sure. Oh, yes. Rich, they're taking whale oil. What is this? Out of the grease. I don't know. I was just looking at something and they were talking about I don't remember what it's called, like belly button oil or something. I think it's for rust removal. I was looking at something for rust removal on a table saw. and I don't know if the guy was joking in the video or what. He said, if you don't want to use that, use this other product. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, I think I clicked that wrong. That's Kevin, guy. Says Tony had bigger wire size. 71.65 total IPPT is what Rusty's saying.
71.
71.65.
Yeah, divide that by 2.
Like I know, like I'm on that.
That's 36.36 per side. That's 72.
I should try in there. Evan should pull up the app and try it.
Okay.
He's probably like, oh, he's not on his phone.
I always go by my book.
Okay. Am I going to weight calculator on there or?
That's a good question. So how did I do it? I was going to make a tutorial kind of how I did it with Mr. Caleb because I was like, man, this is kind of deep. I had to dive into it and really look. Let me look here. I'm going to jump in that app here in a second. Dun, 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 dun. I think I went to weight calculator. Maybe I didn't. That one's not going to work so good. I don't think. Let's see. Length, size, height. Where does it say to enter in a weight? Probably in the weight calculator somewhere else. Rolling, drums, conversion, springs. Nope, I'm not seeing that. And you got 2 springs, right?
Yeah, it's just a 16 by
I'm
7.
going 2 inch. Well, let's just try it this way. We'll type in the 234. I got that. Length. Mr. Rusty was saying 27. I'm going to type in 27. Okay. And do you know the radius on that?
I believe it's 15 because we got a pretty high ceiling.
Okay. Okay. Do 15. We have to do the select the drums, which is that Atco, whatever I told you again.
Atco 400 something.
Was it -8 or was it something else? I think it was Atco 400.
I have 7 and 9 of that.
Yeah, this is pretty much spot on. This one says the weight the springs can lift is 251 pounds. So that's pretty darn close. 10,000, or it's got 12,000 cycles. This one shows an IPPT though of 35, which that stuff's always kind of funky. Let's see here. Did I mess something up? I see Rusty's throwing some stuff up here too.
Right here.
Dun, dun, dun. Did you see where to go with that though on there, Evan? On the app?
I'm in weight calculator. I'm trying to.
What'd I miss?
Was the spring length 234?
Saying hi to the Wifetron?
She come out.
All right.
Bottles. They're in there partying.
Nice.
Her and the neighbor.
Oh, geez. All right.
Yeah, I tell you. I
Sounds
got
like
2 women. Just shut the door, please, when you go in. Shut the door, please. They're going to sit there and make fun of me and shit. Shut the door, please. Thank you.
So what do you got on there, Evan? What are you at now?
I'm still. Were we saying the spring length was 234?
We had spring length as 27. Oh, good stuff there, Tony.
It's empty.
Yeah, it's gone. So yeah, I got spring length as 27. I got wire size as 234. 2 inch. I got 2 springs. I did 15 inch for the radius.
234.3.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And then the height, or did I do that wrong? Probably. 16 by 7.
Go to the spring again real quick here. Look up this drum size here.
And which drum did we figure that one out?
Yeah, I'm still on that right now, so I might as well just look it up because I always forget what the name is of it. This one's the APCO 400-8.
Yep.
And oh, I don't want that. So let's go like this, and that's what I think I did. APCO 400-8. Boom. Ooh, that's nice. Oh yeah, right there. You got a nice little picture of it there, Tony. The height was 7 foot. It was a 7 foot tall door. So that's good. I really cannot believe. So, I mean, I'm sure Service Spring will never see this, but thank you, Service Spring, for the app. I figured everybody was going to have your ID to log into it. So this is really nice that they give it to you.
Oh, I think I did that wrong.
What'd you forget?
Well, I'm trying to get the height or whatever. I think I did all that wrong, I think.
Height is just 7 foot, right?
Okay, it doesn't have the width or whatever.
No.
That's what I did wrong.
Yeah, it just wants to know for turns going up.
Yeah, 251.1
weight. Yep.
Yeah, I think I did it
so
right.
Yeah, so you're pretty much right there, man. So that's, and you can tweak it or do whatever you got. I think there's other ways you can do it, I think, in here too. I feel like you can enter in the weight of the door and then, do the same thing, drums and that, and it'll tell you what spring it'll generate for you. There's a lot of stuff in there. What's Rusty got? Next size up, he says 243, 32. I wonder what the cycle. He's got 21. Ah, yes, 21,000. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I think we went with like the extra high cycle count because we used it as our front door most often.
Oh, maybe. Something sounds off though.
Yeah.
Something sounds. So Rusty's saying too, the spring engineering, that's probably it. Yep. So you can go into spring engineering on that app right here. It's got, what is it? 2. We can do ID. Where can I type in though? Cycles, spring engineering. So you can put the width. So that's what you're kind of looking for. So you said it's 16. I can do 16. The door height is right there. Okay, here's the weight. It's 250 pounds. Boom. 15-inch radius. Done. Let's see. Does it calculate or did I miss something already? We want 10,000 cycles. We got 2 springs. Why is it not generating for me though? Did I forget something in the steps? Door height, width 7, weight is 250, pitch no. Where is it though? I don't see it generating. Sometimes I know it's kind of goofy like this. Assembly, single, duplex. We're not doing that. Oh, select drum. There we go. That's what I messed up. That darn drum. There it is. The 400. And at the bottom, our results are: we need a spring ID of 2-inch, spring length 2712. Weight 9.93. I feel like my stuff's way off here. What's going on here? Turns. Sweet. This does not feel like this is the results I wanted. Did I miss something?
How many cycles does the 10,000 we were converting here?
I guess it's giving me the IPT. I thought it was going to tell me what the door. It's telling me what it'll pull, I guess. So then I guess I think you take those numbers and you got to convert them over, if I'm correct with that, Rusty. So he says, Rusty's got in there, going to the spring conversion engineering. Yeah, you got to play around with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing around with right now.
It's in there.
Got the same results.
Yeah. It was a precision opener. That's what Rich has got. Made by Lanier.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh. And then Eric Scott, he says, can I join one of your streams sometime? Sure. We always like harassing Papa Tony and Evan.
No Windows, no.
No Windows?
Oh, that's what it's directed to more than me.
Gotcha. Yep, you're good.
Clearly see Tony has Windows.
Yeah, right. Looks like there's a good time at Tony's. Heck yeah.
Yeah,
where was invite?
Pretty much every night. Really, I mean, I'm lying, but
yeah. It's all good.
No, they fill that up pretty quick.
Yeah. Says Kevin, if you got a top window section, does that mean you need to, was this a stepped drum? At least the first groove is raised. I don't think that matters, right? If you have a window, that don't change nothing for drums typically on residential.
I wouldn't think so.
In my book, the drum, the 400s can handle up to 530 pounds.
Gotcha.
8-foot door.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
8 foot, some odd inches. It was cut off the print, but it was 8 foot something.
Oh, did Dave freeze? I think it's just you and me, Tony.
Oh, again. Yeah, he did freeze. Come on, Dave, come back. Because I can't see the.
I just have my phone out reading all the comments.
Come on, Dave. I think he does this on purpose.
He said that. Well, that was fun.
Now he's gonna sit back. Come on, Dave. Come on. Yeah. I'd rather. There we go. Oh, he did. That dirty dog. Oh, what do you want to talk about?
Uh,
Because I can see the comments here, I guess, but I got to turn around.
I'm just reading them off the mobile.
Oh, see him read them.
Yeah. Rusty says, enjoy being in the peanut gallery, Dave. Dave says, I can't do one thing.
Yeah,
I don't know. Do you ever second guess yourself when you're doing jobs? It's like, did I remember to put that washer on?
Do I ever second guess myself?
Like, do you ever think you ever miss a step when you're doing like an opener install?
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember one time I was like, did I put that washer on when I put that rail together? I can't remember.
Yeah, I've done stuff like that. It's usually when I'm laying in bed thinking about the job at
It's
night.
like, this is why I can't get hired.
But
Like,
no,
I'm pretty sure.
I kind of check it out before I leave.
Yeah.
You know, you do find stuff. You know, I've missed a tech screw in the hinge. You know, just trying to hurry through it. So you just kind of check it before you leave. You know, you want to do good work. It's all about quality. Yeah. Doing good quality.
Eric says maybe Dave's wife got mad at him and pulled the plug on the Wi-Fi.
I doubt it. She seems pretty cool.
Yeah. Kevin's got, if sections are 50-pound springs, should dump 50 pounds of tension. If window section in top end is 75 pounds, you never be able to get equal dump ratio.
That I don't know much about on windows, adding windows, other than I just go by weighted door. I've always weighed the door and put springs onto that and went by my Bible here.
Rich is asking what this picture is. I think it's just it's a painting from Costco, I believe.
Costco, that's like one of the best places. You guys have those, huh?
Not here in town, but my parents just went 2 hours to go stock up again.
Oh, yeah.
Dave says, Tony, what are you working on this week?
What am I working on this week? Well, the only thing I got on the books is there where Paige works at the water out. She works for a restoration company now. I was over there and I did a video on it. There's like, I'm going to say 7 doors. They're like 14 foot tall. I got to take a scissor lift over, just service them, add tension here and there, service the operators. That's really all I got on the books. Usually my work, I'm kind of like Dave. I noticed in one of his videos, he says, Mondays, you know, we kind of leave open, which I do the same thing. I kind of leave that open for calls that come in. And then, you know, it starts out slow usually, but ends up, you know, I've worked all day or whatever. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's usually my book days when I book in jobs, put in doors or whatever. And then Friday I leave open again because everybody's calling, you know, they want to get it done before the weekend. But yeah, went out today. That was a good one. Good money maker. What about you, Evan?
For jobs, I'm still waiting on that one guy about his drywall. I don't know if I'm going to ask him again if he wants me to wire before that goes up. Because I don't know why he wouldn't want it pre-wired.
Yeah. Like what? For the photo cells and stuff? And
for like the photo cells and the wall button and all that.
What are you going to use? Are you going to use what they give you, or are you going to buy something different?
He's got a Chamberlain. He says, I got to double check he's got to double check the door size, make sure we don't need an extension or anything like that. Because, yeah, from the picture, it's either 7 foot or 8 foot. I can't tell for sure. I just know there's like a 10-foot door right beside it. But he says he just wants the 7 foot done, I believe.
a good way to tell by a picture. If it's more than 4 panels, good chance it's an 8-foot door.
Like I can tell from your background, you have 7-foot doors.
Yeah, those are 7. They're 4s, but they do make an 8-foot 4 panel. You know,
Yeah.
2 foot, 2 foot.
Just bigger sections or whatever.
Yeah, and a lot of times you want to go with the 5 panel because on an 8-foot door, just because it turns better in the radius. The smaller the panel, the better it runs, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Rusty had, I'm not reading the right order. Eric asks, what ops do they have got, Tony? I'm not sure if that was about the job your page was doing.
What was that?
Or
now?
if he's asking about what openers are in your garage.
In my garage? Oh, okay, I
don't know if that's what he was asking about or not.
Well, I do. I've got a Costco Chamberlain over there. The one I bought at Costco, I bought 30 something of them. Got that one there. Then over here, it's a Chamberlain belt driven. These are both belt now.
Yeah.
This one over here, I got at Lowe's like on a Saturday. Lowe's on Saturday, they set out like all their clearance items. And this was missing, I don't know, like a remote or something. So I got it for half the price. So I bought it and put my LiftMaster belt rail on it. I kind of modified it.
Yeah. What did you have before?
Over here, I think
or both.
There was genies on here before. Not something I would have put up.
Yeah. Yeah, those Costco Chamberlains you got, we don't get those up here. We just get the non-battery backup versions of those one-lighted ones.
Yeah. I put that one in for the wife because she says, your door is so quiet. Why isn't mine? So I thought, you know what? We'll just try it out, see how it works. And I don't know, I'm not a big fan of it. It's got that gear sprocket assembly is the motor. It's all tied. It's all one. You have the motor with the sprocket coming up out of the top.
Yeah.
It's not your normal. It's kind of like those old Chamberlain. I don't know the model number, but they were tan in color and they didn't last long. That's what I'm afraid this is going to do. It's going to fail. But that's the whole reason I put it up.
Are you talking like the gold looking ones or like really old?
They're a tannish color or gold. They have this funny motor, and it's not just your normal gear sprocket that you drop down in there. It's the motor and the gear is all one.
Huh.
And RPM sensor, I think's on there too, built into it. That's what this Costco one is over here. And it sounds like it struggles when it opens.
Yeah. Dave said, Tony, how many companies that called before they called you fixed their garage door today?
How many companies did they call before me?
I think, yeah.
I didn't ask that question, but I did notice there's another company that does work for them too. It's a oil, it's called Take 5. They're oil lube change, and they called me today. I don't know if they called anybody else, but from me being there a week or two ago working on another door, I know that somebody else worked on a door across the way because I knew there was something screwed up with it. They didn't want to fix it that day. Well, they got it fixed, and I didn't fix it. So I know there's more than one company that works for them. I was the sucker that went out. I was the one that answered the phone. The only reason they called me, probably.
Rusty says, Evan, I schedule every day about a week or two in advance. If I have open spots, I fit people in or work around past 5. Yeah, that's kind of, I'm kind of, since I'm working a day job, I just schedule anything after 3 or weekends.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a really big pain door job, maybe I'll call in sick and go do that.
Well, it ain't side work if you call in sick.
Yeah. Rich says have his electrician do that. He can run bell wire. I would assume the electrician would do it. It's just the picture he showed me of it partially done. I didn't see any wire. That's why I asked.
I was going to say upgrade the wire. I wouldn't use what comes in the opener if you're going to hide it behind the drywall.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What would you use in that situation?
What would I use? I got a box that I buy from Service Springs. You know, it's like 500 feet. I would run my own. You know, I wouldn't run what come in the box.
Yeah, because I know ours was done with like that thick blue Ethernet cable.
Yeah, Ethernet. It's got like 5 or 6 in there. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's just hard to tuck it away. So it's like when you go look on your motor, it's all hanging all out there. You can't tuck it in between the angle.
Shove it back up in there. What I do, Evan, is I'll take the wire and put it along the perforated steel and then wrap the cord up around and plug it in.
Yeah.
That'll keep it up against that post.
Where was I with the comments? Tanner said, Rich said, Tony, 100%. Tanner said 24, I think that's inch sections on 24-foot sections on 8-foot doors. 90% are 4 panels, 8-foot doors. I think the 5 panels look too busy.
They run better though, Tanner. They're smoother running.
Yeah. Rusty says, sup, Tanner. Tanner says, just got home from the funeral now, and I'm watching the live chat, meal prepping some breakfast and lunch for the week. Rusty, how about you? I think Rich was asking about the Costco DC motor on that. I believe so, yeah?
Probably.
Rusty says, chillin'. Eric says, we got 8-foot 4-panel doors at our shop, and Tony and you were talking about the openers on jobs. Those new Chamberlains sound awful and would never install one. Eric says they have that whining sound.
Yeah.
Dave says he didn't know you had a scissor lift. What model is it?
Mine is a it's at HB 1030. It's let me think here. It's a hybrid. It's small. It'll go through a doorway. It'll go through a man door. It only goes to 10 foot.
I'm assuming you'd never use that on a 7-foot job. We were talking about this yesterday. I came across a picture of someone in one of those Facebooks.
Why not?
I don't know. Someone posted this picture doing it.
Job, but if it was there, why not? Then I don't have to walk to the back hang, and I could just drive over there and back hang it at waist height. If you had the headroom, anyways.
Yeah. Rusty says, Evan, I never use staple guns. Buy hand wire staples with insulator paper on it. Rich B says bell wire, or it's called thermostat wire. Dave says, I love 5-section doors. They run so much smoother.
Yeah, I'm with you, Dave. I'm with them.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Evan, you got this for a minute. I got to go take a leak.
Okay. We'll take turns. I got to too.
I won't freeze up.
Okay.
I got that here in Indiana.
So anybody got any good jobs for the week or any at all? Still snowing. I'm going to have to use the snowblower later. Remember to hit that like and subscribe to, I guess, the 3 of us. I would assume you would, Eric, if it was tall enough. I can't remember if you were in the live stream yesterday, but yeah, I had seen this picture. Someone did it on a 7-foot door, and it's like, why? Just did it on the ground Dave said was like 7 feet tall. Yeah, it sucks. You don't have a good snowblower right now at the moment, Eric. We just got one from an uncle that passed away. It's got a nice electric start. It has like it can accelerate and back up and stuff. So far, I'm liking it. It's just getting used to using it. We have a new guy, I believe, Steven, thinking about switching careers to leave the military. I'm from Texas. I'm from Canada, unfortunately. Rusty, I called a place 2 hours away. That's kind of where I was trying to set my pricing. And then I kind of just took some off just since I'm kind of doing it illegitimately right now. I'll come back to your comment, Rich, when Tony comes back. You've had a few high lift. Kevin says I've had a few with high lift and full vert. Doing great. I'm trying my best. This is kind of why I haven't done this on my own yet. All right. Rich had a question for you. If you have a 12-foot lift, when you run out of lift, do you bring a ladder up with you?
I climb the side rails. Okay. I stand on the rails on the side. Because
probably not OSHA approved.
Well, usually OSHA's not around when I'm working. Yeah. Or they would probably get me off there.
Yeah.
No, you should see some of the equipment I've worked on. I was on a scissor lift at this company. They had air-filled tires. I've never been on a scissor lift that had air-filled tires. When I was up 16 feet, it felt like this. Any movement I made, I was like, The next time I brought my own.
Because what would it normally be with? The name is slipping me of what else you would fill your tires with.
Well, they're normally like a hard tire.
Oh.
A hard rubber. Normally there's no air in them. I couldn't believe this one had it. I was like, holy crap. And I like to be safe up there.
I would want to be too if I ever got up there.
Yeah, I've got harnesses and stuff.
Rusty says, I'm assuming directed towards me. When you become a real business, don't set your prices off of others. He did and almost lost money. Dave says we had a new viewer. Steven, we need tradesmen. There's a shortage. And then Steven says, thanks for the heads up, Rusty, about the pricing. I'm still trying to read all the comments here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rich says OSHA would frown on you trying to have you tie off.
Well, what I would do normally is I have it's just a waistband type, and then I could put it up in the rafters if I have to, and then I can climb up the side and do what I got to do.
Yeah.
My old boss, he would walk across the door.
Yeah, I think Dave was mentioning something about doing that too.
He would do it at the radius, and no, I'm not that brave.
Yeah. Oops. Find your overhead. Rusty says, find your overhead, divide by man hours, and multiply by profit margin. Eric Scott, forget OSHA.
Yeah. I'm with him.
Yeah, I think we just have WMIS, I believe. Tanner's got, OSHA really hates it when you put a ladder in the lift. I got banned from a co-op years ago from doing that on a 20-foot door with high lift, wouldn't reach. So I figured ladders, guess not, lol. Steven's got, I looked at my area. There is this 50 door service companies in San Antonio, Texas, about 1.8 million population, and only 3 with good marketing. The rest look really small with lower
Who's that?
prices.
Oh, who's that in San Antonio?
Steven, I think he's a newer viewer, I think, who's looking to get in the business.
Cool. Yeah. I worked in Tyler, Texas, doing garage doors.
Yeah. Rich says yes. OSHA is getting out of control lately.
What, Mama?
Rusty's got, Steven, most door companies don't charge enough, so they can't pay for marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too cheap to run ads.
I know I don't charge enough. I found that out today, which I still got to make the ticket out. I'm gonna make some money today. That's for sure.
Because you're mainly a one man show, right?
Oh, now I'm one man. Yeah, I have 3 trucks though. 3 trucks that are ready to go. Well, my van's down. It'll be back up and running tomorrow.
And then are you trying to get up to where you can have more employees and be less involved with it?
Yeah, I will. My plan was to have Paige take it over and let her, hire some people, and because we're growing every day. We've only been in business for 3 years, and every day I get more and more calls. It was probably one of my better months. I've made since the 24th of last month. Let's see, what is today? I don't even know. The 4th?
Today is the 15th of December.
Oh, last week we did, or I should say I did, last week I deposited $13,000 in less than 14 days. And for me, that's good.
Rich is asking, Tony, how far west do you go?
Rich, I stay fairly close. I don't like to go farther than, let's say Columbia City. That's 30 minutes away. I'll go up to 45. I'll go to an hour, but it's rare. It's rare that I go an hour away. I've got so many homes around me. It's everything I can be to within 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I've so far only been up north about 2.5 hours, but that was only really for family because it was my cousin when I was doing that one spring job in opener install.
Yeah, that's a little different. I wouldn't go for a customer though, I don't think.
Yeah.
Not me.
I mean, I did charge him extra for travel.
Yeah.
Then I got extra because I had to run an hour to 2 towns over just to get an opener with an 8-foot extension.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Steven's got going to start after work and weekends until I get a full working month. I'm hoping to be out in less than a year.
Yeah, that's the way I do it. I've always had 2 jobs. Before I even started garage doors, I worked in a factory, and then I had a siding company. I used to do siding and replacement windows. So I've always had 2 until now, till 3 years ago.
Yeah, I'm still working a factory-like job right now because I'd be broke if I was trying to live off of this right now.
Right.
Dave's got, what's wrong with the van?
What's wrong with what?
The van.
The van? Well, it's a Dodge, and I guess it's a pretty known common problem where, like, the oil filter, I guess where it mounts, it must be plastic and it gets cracked. Because the other day I pulled up in my driveway and I noticed a bunch of drips. The funny thing was, the place I went and worked on today changed my oil. And now I have this bad part, which labor's $400, not including the part. And then I got to change the oil again and change the radiator fluid. So it's going to probably be upwards near $1,000. Just some part where the oil filter screws onto cracked and it's leaking oil across the top of my engine and dripping all over. Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah. Steven's got, I only have a beater, 1991 F-150. A van with AC would be nice.
Yeah, I have a F-150. I got a 2006 F-150. All my doors on that.
Kevin's got, I'm going to beat you there, Tony, if you go west an hour.
I'll stay closer to Fort Wayne.
Okay. Tanner's got, Tony is getting a 4x4 conversion done on the van.
Yeah, that's yeah, that sounds like it. No conversion.
Yeah.
I got the red truck for the 4x4.
SOS Garage Doors is in here. Starting a home service business, traveling will come with the territory, but I could do it over again. I would focus on staying 5 miles famous.
Yeah, that's the closer to home, the better. Yep. Yeah. Stay small. Like Dave says, stay small, keep it all.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Rich says you better charge them for that too.
Well, I'm definitely that job I done today. I asked, I text Dave and Rich and asked them what they would charge. They would charge a lot more than I would have, and I'm glad I texted them. So I'm gonna charge what they said. So
yeah,
I'm gonna up my prices, especially on the weekend.
Yeah. I'll see if I get any more busy. I'll see if I can up them anymore, but
it's kind of my problem is here. If they're calling me and asking like a price check, the way I do it, I like to get $350 for 2 springs.
Yeah.
But if they call me and they ask how much, then I give them a $300. Because there's 20 something other garage door companies around me within an hour of me.
Yeah, and we'll get companies that come here from out of Winnipeg 2 hours away to come do stuff too.
Yeah. I see guys from over in Ohio, Knopfsinger Doors. That's who I used to have to buy some doors through if I wanted a certain kind, and they're an hour and a half from me, and I'd see their vans over here in Fort Wayne. I don't want to have to travel that far.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Not at this scale.
No, I think I just see dollar signs. It just costs too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rusty says SOS in our area, it's rural with medium suburban cities everywhere. So I drive between 100 to 200, I'm assuming miles per day to do 6 jobs or so.
I believe it. Yeah, he's probably more rural area.
Yeah, I'm kind of in like a medium-sized city, and there's like a lot of small towns that are like a half hour away.
I did
700.
I did 719 mile in about 2 weeks, if that gives you an idea. That's not, and I go from one end of town to the next because none of my stuff's scheduled in. Everything's immediate. They need it now. I wish I was like Rusty and scheduled out 2 weeks, but
yeah, most of everything I get's like 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
SOS says, happy to see everyone in here. You guys are doing great. We need more good men in this business. Thank you, Santiago.
Yes. Thank you. That's the Does all the operators?
Who?
The SOS? Is it the SOS guy? I
The-
can't comment.
That's the guy out of California.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, he's got great videos. I love his videos.
Yeah, me too. Where am I here? Rusty's got, but in the 20-mile radius, we are the only company around, I believe. SOS says, that's crazy, Rusty. Traveling is nice when you are young. Now that I'm older, I prefer to stay local.
Yeah. 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 You get traveling, get that sun on you. The older you get, you want to take a nap.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that's me. I got to get there quick.
Sky Overhead says, cheers, everyone. Rocket.
Yeah.
Rusty says he's 39. Dave says travel is like a hidden tax. I agree with SOS.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin's got service trucks or delivery. We get some Haas store stuff delivered from No F Zinger.
Knopfsinger.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, Knopfsinger door. Who said that?
That was Kevin.
Where's Kevin out of? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm assuming he'll comment.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know, Kevin.
Rusty says, Dave, so charged for travel time. I love getting paid to drive.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. My back starts hurting when I'm sitting. I'd rather be working.
Yeah, I'm still, my back's still a little bit stiff. I had a weird pop when I was at work the other day, so I'm still dealing with that.
No, that's not good. One thing you'll need to get, Evan, is a massage chair and a hot tub.
Well, I got a parent's hot tub. I was actually wondering if we should just live stream from our hot tubs. Kevin says he's from Goshen, Indiana. I'm not sure if he spelled the name wrong or if that's an actual place.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
If you can spitball for a minute, I'm just going to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I guess I got to keep it going. Kevin, you're over there by Rich then. You and Rich are probably pretty close. I believe Rich is Valparaiso. I'm not mistaken. That's crazy. I wish I could see the comments. Yeah, all my stuff's froze up. Mine says Kevin from back when Dave was still on. So I can't read any comments. Let me see. Let me dig around here real quick. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. He's closer to you. Okay. I do see comments now. Got to push these buttons on the side. Let's see. Oh, uh-oh. Affordable gate and door. Oh. Why does yours come up so much bigger? That takes out the screen, Dave. What if you get a call back and have to do
All right.
for free? Yeah.
I'm trying to see.
I don't know what happened.
I think Rich is leaving. He says, bye, Tony.
See you, Rich.
Affordable, or Dave says, with traveling, what if you get a call back and you have to do it under warranty for free?
You know,
I assume this charge travel.
I've done a lot of stuff I should have charged for. I've done it for free.
Yeah, I haven't had any callbacks yet. And everyone says the newer Chamberlain stuff's all garbage. I haven't had any issues with that yet.
Figure about a year.
I guess I was kind of expecting if something was to go wrong, it'd be wintertime.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far nothing yet.
Yeah.
Rusty says, Dave, I rarely get a call back unless it's warranty work and Cloak Pay gives me a credit. I make sure I charged enough the first time.
405.
Yeah.
405. That's right.
Yeah.
Get it, and then you can go back. No, I went back and, just to keep a customer, keep from being all pissy, Yeah, I might have lost a little bit, but oh well.
Yeah.
I like
Sky Overhead says, Dave, that's why your driving time is charged per mile and per hour.
Yeah.
Steven says, I'm so far south. I'm closer to Mexico than any of y'all.
Well, even I used to live in McAllen, if that does anything. I put a door down in McAllen. That was hotter than crap, 110 degrees in a pole barn. Oh, it was hot. Have to worry about, thing is, you got to worry about the big spiders, scorpions and stuff. Black widows around the photocells.
Yeah.
There in Texas.
Oh, Rich is making fun of Dave. He says, who's this affordable door and gate guy?
I know. I kind of wondered that myself.
Rusty says, I think it's the Garage Door University guy.
It's probably. Yeah, that's him. He wants to charge you an arm and a leg for everything.
Yeah, I was like, I think that when I was because I almost took that course, it was like $1,000 to do a double spring change.
What? Holy cow! And it's online?
Yeah, I think this video was on YouTube. I think when I was like looking at it, because I dropped out of college during the pandemic, I was like, well, I still want to figure out how to do this, and then I was like, I'll just go back to work.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So I don't know how this works, but I think if we want to end, we just tell Dave to shut his computer off. I don't know.
I don't know how it works, because the last time when he ended, when he froze and then I took over and then I ended it, it seemed like it ran for another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But he would definitely probably have to shut it down. Let's see. Connect to YouTube. Account, comment, connect. Oh, I'm already on YouTube. I don't know. I'm looking at the screen.
Yeah. SOS says, are any of you on the Facebook Garage Door Tech communities? I'm on a few.
No, I'm not. What do you do? How do you do that, Evan?
What, the Facebook door communities?
Yeah.
You just normally you could search them up, or they're suggested. Sometimes if you look up enough garage door stuff, I just add, and then sometimes there's like a questionnaire they want you to fill out.
Oh, okay.
So that they don't get like homeowners trying to like, why won't my remote work?
Oh, yeah.
Dave's got one thing I consider now is to the weather it can change on a dime for traveling.
Yeah. And then, accidents, breakdowns.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was running late today, is because the weather it was nice and it just got crap. So then I had to run all the way outside of town just to go pick up a last minute Christmas gift.
Yeah.
SOS I would like to see more garage door masterminds that can help the future garage door techs. Well, That's kind of what I'm hoping to do with my video is doing stuff similar to Dave, just kind of documenting my journey. But
yeah,
the one video I was trying to do a video last week when I was doing that head swap, but it was like, it's too cold to try and get video. I just want to get this done.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been cold, but yeah. It just, I don't know. I like doing it. I do it just to, I don't know, maybe people learn something.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of doing it more in like how Dave does it, where he'll splice videos together. Because you kind of do it more like you just turn the camera on and we're doing this.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do all that. I'm not a technical person.
You got to get like computer software to do that kind of thing.
I don't even know how to run a computer.
I mean, you could probably just download iMovie and literally just drop clips in, but you just got to remember to record everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Mrs. Dubson is in the chat.
Who is?
Is Danielle Dave's wife?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she says, how many of you guys have someone who helps you with the billing? It's just me.
I don't have anybody. My daughter does all my monthly taxes, my sales tax. She takes care of all the computer work for me now. Well, she's always done it because I could barely turn on a computer. So I wouldn't even know how to do it. If I wouldn't, you guys are probably doing it from your computer. I wouldn't know how to do it. I have to do it from my phone. Everything from my phone.
Yeah. Rusty says his mother does his office work since 1989, and they have an accountant who does their QuickBooks. Rich says, hi, Dave's wife.
Yeah, Dave's wife. Thanks for the intel, the advice today. I really appreciate it.
SOS says, I think this is for you, that CapCut is the easiest software to use if you want to start editing videos.
What was it called?
CapCut.
CapCut. I'll have to look it up. Uh-oh.
Kevin says, sounds like she's hinting for a raise, Dave.
Are you hungry yet?
Why, you have dinner?
Yeah.
What'd you make? Quit. Did you make dinner? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you make? She didn't make dinner. What are you doing? They're getting another bottle. They got a party going on in there.
It's Sunday. We got to work tomorrow.
Sunday fun day.
Get back in there. Jeez. She did. She came out and grabbed another bottle. Oh, women, I tell you. Hey, when you're a seasoned drinker, it don't matter what day it is.
Yeah.
She'll get up, go to work and go work out after work. And she does all that crap. Not me. I go work.
I'm kind of unseasoned now. I was at 18 where it's like, yeah, we're going to party.
Here's my party. Coke.
Yeah. Right now it's coffee at like 5:30.
Oh, it is 6:30. Yeah, coffee would be good. Coffee's always good.
Yeah, not when you're addicted to it though. I kind of have a problem with caffeine and nicotine.
Yeah. Yeah, I broke the nicotine, but the caffeine I still have a problem with. But yeah, the nicotine, I got rid of that after 35 years.
Yeah.
Hope it wasn't too late. Yeah.
Let's see, where am I at for these comments? Tanner says, I don't know, this is how it's written. It says, I do wife and office lady. That's just how it's typed. I don't know if that's what he meant or not.
Probably. Tanner.
I think we were talking about the books. Steven was asking, he was planning on using Jobber or Quote IQ, I think, for doing all his bookkeeping, I believe.
I hear that Jobber is pretty good.
Mrs. Dubson says, I'm usually the one that keeps Dave in line with billing. He's usually too cheap.
Yeah, I can understand because I mean, after what she told me, I was like, holy crap. I'd do nothing but make money if I had her in my back pocket to go to all the time.
Yeah. Rusty says, Mrs. Dave, I've been trying to get him to raise the prices by telling him mine.
405. That's good. I like that. Mrs. Dave.
Dave says, no raise, work harder.
Yeah.
Sky Overhead says the nicotine habit is the worst. Yeah. I'm not mentally there yet to try and get started yet.
It's bad.
But I don't know. I find that's what's making me not be angry because I'm working at a job I can't stand. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, I know. That's what my girlfriend keeps telling me.
Yeah.
COSOS, he says, have a great Sunday, my friend. See you next time.
CSOS, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. Sorry, this couldn't have been
Check out
better
my
with all of us with Dave.
channel, 5043.
Yeah.
Papa Tony. Or Tony's garage door. Hang on, I gotta shut this door. I know you. Sounds like a bar in there.
Yeah. Tanner says, almost just answering Mrs. Dubson. I have my wife and office secretary to do my quoting and billing. He says, lol, I see where the confusion was.
Door. I'll give you a ride home. She lives 3 doors down. I'll give you a ride home.
Are you like a Rudolph ride home? Or just
Shut
like
the door,
a ride home?
please.
I want
Please.
the Rudolph.
I'll probably have to go. They're out of control.
Okay, Dave, if you're still here, we'll see if we can end the stream.
Hang on.
I got to cook supper too.
Very shiny show.
Gosh. Women, I swear.
Mrs. Gibson says pricing depends a lot on the local market. Jobber is good. Our market can only be best. I'm
Close.
having a stroke.
Look at. They're so daggone.
Yeah.
That's why I don't drink. That's why I don't drink.
And if you ever knew him,
You're gonna fall out here on your face. Shut the door, please.
you would say he glows.
That's the neighbor, by the way. Dan, is there a Dan on here? That's his wife, by the way. Oh, he wouldn't be on here. This is Dave's channel.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Rich says you have your hands full.
Not here alive.
I can't hear you. It's what?
Hold up, let me talk louder.
No.
Are you getting kicked out of?
Well, we can't talk because you guys keep coming out. Oh man, sorry. I'm sorry about that.
It's all good.
Hey, they're having fun. I guess that's all that matters.
Reminds me of my childhood watching my parents drink.
Isn't they're yeah, that lady that was just out here, she's 60, I think.
Yeah.
62.
I don't know if they were just alcoholics or because we lived in a small town, there's nothing else to do.
Well, these ladies here, they just like to party.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Yeah. Last comment I was trying to read was that Rich said you have your hands full.
You ain't kidding. Well, yeah. I hope I get a phone call and I gotta go do a job or something. Just kidding. Oh boy.
Steven says this is a great live stream. Laugh. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, ladies. Yeah, I'll be babysitting when I get off here.
Rusty says Dave's channel will get taken down.
Sorry, Dave. I got the door shut. They just keep opening it.
It's like trying to deal with a 3-year-old.
It is right now. Yeah. Yeah. They're all happy for some reason. They got to go.
Christmas is not till 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. Well, they think it's tomorrow.
Or tomorrow's New Year's.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe they both have to work. And they grabbed another bottle, so. Oh, well.
I don't know. Are hangovers the same for old people?
I don't know. Well, probably not, because these two ladies, they can party. And my wife gets up at 7 o'clock. Well, this morning, for example, she went to, it's called Fight. It's like kickboxing. She went to that. She does all that work crap, and it don't affect her, I guess. It's not like me. If I would drink, I couldn't work the next day. I'd be throwing up.
Yeah, that's if I have a really good time.
Well, I think they're at that point of having a really good time.
Yeah.
If my neighbor,
once the Crown Royal comes out, I'm sick the next day.
yeah, the whole reason I don't drink, I would be throwing up. And they drink. Well, you see that vodka or what? Ugh. Cough medicine stuff. Yeah.
Oh, apparently I wasn't supposed to call them old. Rich says they're seasoned.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We are seasoned. Well, I didn't consider myself old until about 2 weeks ago. Raj, and I went and knocked on the door, and it said, "Hey, Dad, that old man's back." That was the first time I ever felt old. I was like, "How do you say about me?" Yeah. No fun getting old.
Yeah, probably still better than being called kid or bucko.
I don't feel, this gray. I don't feel like I should have gray. And I got a lot of it.
Well, at least you don't have to present ID when you go buy liquor still.
What's that?
You don't have to present ID when you go buy liquor.
Right. Well, when I used to buy cigarettes, they'd still card me for a cigarette. It's like, come on now, I'm older than 18.
Well, I get mistaken for 14. I'm like, add 10 years to that.
Yeah, you got that baby face. You do have that baby face. I used to until I hit about 50, and it started going. Yeah.
Well, I got those genetics where I can't grow much for facial hair, so that doesn't help either.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be cold out in the field in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have I have a goatee, but no facial hair, no beard.
You can't tell I haven't shaved in a week.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. So, what do you do? What kind of factory work do you do right now?
Well, I work in like a pork production plant, so like the pigs get slaughtered, and then what I do is like the warehouse work, where it's like they come down the conveyor belt, boxed up, and then I get them prepared to get sent to the shipping area.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's kind of cool.
I'm 24, Danielle. Yeah, except you're more or less working in a cooler all day. And right now, it's when it's freezing, you get all that extra cold air from outside, so it's extra cold.
Yeah, that sucks.
So you gotta double up your clothing layer, or what's it? Bundle up. Wear extra clothing.
Yeah, bundle. Yep. Yeah, I layer up for sure. I usually have 5 layers on the top and then 2 layers on the bottom. That's how I do it. I don't like being cold. I hate
Yeah,
cold.
me neither. I don't know. If I can't get out, I might see if I can just transfer somewhere else where I don't have to be in the freezer all day.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Summertime is just like a normal cold temperature. Right now, it's when it gets really cold outside and the bay doors are open, it's just awful.
Yeah, it wouldn't be no fun. No fun at all. Well,
Yeah.
Evan,
We'll see who can shut this off now.
I guess we're just gonna have to tell Dave we're gonna end it, and if he's still on here, he can shut it off when we're done. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead, and I see a red X here, so I'm gonna say my part. This is Papa. I'm out. Evan, what you got for us?
I'll have to come up with something. Just subscribe to Live Master Evan for all your new content. Subscribe to the channel.
There you go. And also hit the like button for Dave if you could. You can also look me up at Tony's Garage Door Service or Papa Tony 5340. Papa Tony out.
Evan Gallus out. How do I shut this off?
don't think you added yourself. There you go.
Okay, guys, we're just troubleshooting. Okay, guys, we're just troubleshooting.
Have a good night.
All right.
Good night.